what are those experiences like in Omaha for you?
Oh man, getting to play the last College World Series in Rosenblatt was a really, really fun opportunity. They brought back a lot of guys. I think Garcia Parra spoke at our dinner, so that was pretty cool. Will Clark, Barry Bonds. I mean, there was quite a few people there, and that for the first time as a freshman, and that being the last time at Rosenblatt, was pretty awesome. And then getting the opportunity to go to the zoo that's right across the street, pretty iconic.
You're one of the few guys that got to play at both stadiums. Obviously, Rosenblatt, that's the original stadium. People are going to say that's the better stadium. But, what did you think? What stadium did you enjoy playing in more, Rosenblatt or the zoo?
I mean, the new spot is top-notch. I mean, it's like the closest you can get to playing in the big leagues. It's by far the best stadium that I've ever played in. But playing at Old Rosenblatt was awesome in itself as well. The atmosphere, it was like a big carnival, man. It was really a lot of fun. So you can't really pick and choose which one's better. They both have their spotlight, that's for sure.
You were drafted in the 6th round by the Mets in 2012. Was there any consideration about returning for your senior year at Florida State, or were you pretty set with signing with the Mets?
No, I was pretty set. I was ready to try to get as far as I could in professional baseball. I knew that was my opportunity. I knew the Mets would give me an opportunity to do that, and they helped me progress throughout my career. Gave me as many opportunities as I could have asked for. Got to AAA and kind of stalled out a little bit as far as getting an opportunity at the big league level, but like I said, you can't complain about that. I was getting an opportunity to play and produce as much as I could on the field to create more value in myself.
Where are you expecting to get drafted? As a first-team All-American? Are you expected to be a little bit higher than the 6th round, or were you, or where did you think you were going to be in the 6th round or so?
I mean, obviously, you always hope to go as high as possible, but I wasn't shocked by any means. I had done it before in high school. Fell down the draft board. I had expectations of going earlier, and it's just something you can't control. Teams like you or they don't, and they feel like they put the best value on you as possible to get you to sign, and you just take your opportunity that you get and roll with it.
Speaking with Jace Boyd, batting in the cleanup spot tonight and playing first base. Following your first full season with the Mets organization in 2013, you had surgery after that 2013 season. How tough was that recovery for you?
Still recovering from it, honestly. It's a tough surgery. The biggest name that you'd probably know, or anyone would probably know that's been dealing with it recently, is Matt Harvey. And you kind of see what has happened throughout the past couple of years, him trying to come back from that. And it's just tough, especially dealing with it a couple of years before I even had the surgery, trying to get through a lot of throwing motion issues and strength. Just building strength was one of the hardest things, because right after the surgery, you can't really move very much. You can't lift your shoulder up for about a month and a half there. So rebuilding some strength and getting muscle memory back was tough, and still working at it to this day to get it back. Not sure that I'll ever be back 100%, but it's been much, much better.
You played first base in college, and when you first started the Mets organization, but then they moved you to the outfield, did the Mets feel like your arm was better suited for the outfield?
I don't know if that was the case, or if we just had some really good first basemen. We had Dom Smith, who's done really well in the minors, and given an opportunity, I think he would do really well in an everyday role in the big leagues. That's just my opinion, but very, very pure hitter. And then behind him you have, honestly, almost leapfrogged Dom over this past year, is Peter Alonso. Man, he's crushing it. He's got damn near 30 home runs right now, and he's a very, very good hitter. So I think that just gave me a better opportunity to progress in my career and give me an opportunity to be on the field a little bit more. I know my value is pretty much strictly as a hitter anyway, so anytime you can get in the lineup, get some at-bats and try to do some damage, helps you as a player.
Last season, you had a really good year for AAA Las Vegas. You hit .297 with 11 home runs. Were you anticipating and preparing yourself for a September call-up, possibly?
You just play the game. You can't control any of that. I wasn't really anticipating anything. Really, the only thing that I was disappointed in was after spring training this year, was told I wasn't going to get to play very much going back to AAA. That was the most disappointing thing. Thought I played really well last year. Made huge strides offensively and defensively. And just had a bunch of guys that needed playing time in AAA, and knew that my course had pretty much run with the Mets, so I asked for my release, and they gave it to me and ended up in St. Paul. So I'm sure that's another question, so I'll let you get to that.
Yeah, you just beat me to it. You started the season with the Saints, and they're one of the more successful independent league teams. What was it like playing there? What were the fans like in St. Paul?
St. Paul's a great atmosphere. I was fortunate enough to get that opportunity with George and those guys. I got to play there for about a month and a half. Didn't do terrible, didn't do great. Woke up one morning and they said they didn't have a spot for me anymore, so just had to move on from that. But as far as when I was there, the atmosphere, the fans, the park is top notch as well. The city is great. My sister, my wife, brother-in-law, little niece got to come out and visit, so that was a fun little spot to be in for, even though it was a brief period of time, it was a lot of fun.
You were teammates with Matt Oberste, your current Somerset teammate in AA Binghamton. When you were in St. Paul, he had just signed here. Did he have anything to do with you getting here? Did you get in touch with him before you signed with Somerset?
I talked to him a little bit before I signed, but I pretty much talked to John, our pitching coach, and he had interest in me coming here to play. I took about a month after I was released from St. Paul to kind of get my feet back under me and figure out what I wanted to do long term. Actually, I'm enrolled to go back to Florida State. I think we're supposed to start back up on the 27th, so I'll be doing that online. And just took that time to just kind of figure out what I wanted to do. John gave me the opportunity to come up here. It seems like an outstanding place to be. All the coaches, everyone in the locker room has been great so far, and it's been a really good fit.
What's it been like to be reunited with Oberste, who's your roommate in Binghamton?
Oh, it's great, man. Me and Obi get along really well. Was also teammates with Chase Hutchinson and Dwayne Belo for a little bit as well. So having some familiar faces and being around some guys that you feel comfortable with definitely helped.
All right, so golf's your favorite sport, right?
Golf is definitely one of my favorites. My granddad was actually sitting out here in the stands. He's been here this past weekend. He'll be here the rest of the week on the series, and that's mine and his thing, is getting out and playing some golf.
So I got to ask, after yesterday, Tiger finishing second at the PGA, is he back? Is Tiger Woods back?
No, I like Brooks, man. He's a Florida State guy.
Oh, that's right. Go Noles, man. Brooks Koepka's his third major. He's playing really good golf right now. Tiger put up an effort. Had one heck of a fight by Tiger Woods. That was the Somerset first baseman, Jace Boyd, on the pregame show. Back in a moment.
Hey Skeeters fans, have a worry-free kids birthday party here at Constellation Field. You and your guests will have everything you need, including access to our picnic plaza, pool, food, cake, and so much more. The birthday child will be able to throw out the first pitch, get a jersey with their name and number, and we will sing happy birthday to them on the dugout. Join us at Constellation Field, where we will do all the work so you can enjoy the game.
Are you buying or selling a home in Longmeadow Farms, Aliana, Waterside Estates, Pecan Grove, New Territory, Greatwood, or Harvest Green? Depend on Kim Halstead and Coldwell Banker United Realtors at 281-777-1907. A multi-million-dollar producer and Fort Bend County real estate expert, Kim is uniquely qualified with a proven track record of success and almost 20 years of satisfied customers. Kim Halstead and Coldwell Banker United Realtors, 281-777-1907.
We are La Casina.
Hey Skeeters fans, if you're a senior, 55 or over, we have a great deal for you. Join our Silver Skeeters Club presented by Advanced Hearing Center. Silver Skeeters Club members receive admission to 9 Skeeters home games, free drink coupons on game days, exclusive VIP events, and much more. If you're a Skeeters fan aged 55 or over, don't miss out on this great opportunity. For more information, go online to sugarlandskeeters.com.
Has your home or commercial insurance claim been denied or underpaid? At Morgan Elite Specialist Services, we know that the insurance claim process can be stressful. Our public adjusters have the experience to make this process as smooth, easy, and comfortable as possible, so you can get on with enjoying the things you're protecting. Learn more by visiting us online at messtx.com. That's MESSTX.com. Or call us today at 855-445-3404. We truly look forward to meeting you.
Every Saturday home game at Constellation Field will feature a giveaway or a post-game concert for fans in attendance. Giveaway nights include such items as hats, SWATs and Star Wars bobbleheads, a Tracy McGrady bobblehead, and much, much more. While the post-game concerts feature artist 80s sensation The Spasmatics, country bands with Roger Krieger and Jack Ingram, and even a Jimmy Buffett cover band. For a full lineup, visit SugarlandSkeeters.com for more information. Sugarland Skeeters, it's more than baseball.
Welcome back to Constellation Field. Time to take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Somerset Patriots. Leading off is second baseman Craig Massey. In left field, it is Ramon Flores batting second. In the three-hole, Alfredo Rodriguez, man short. Pre-game interview and cleanup hitter, first baseman Jace Boyd. Matt Oberste, the DH, bats fifth. Indy Chavez, the Angels wanting right, bats sixth. Batting seventh, Mike Francoso, the third baseman Justin Pacioli. He will be in center batting eighth. And batting ninth, catcher Mike Blank.
In left field for Sugarland will be Anthony Jansanti. Barrett Barnes, leadoff hitter, is in center. Dennis Phipps, former Cincinnati Red, is in right field. Juan Silverio at third base. Alvaro Rondon at shortstop. He had a great play yesterday at short. Javier Betancourt at second. Albert Cordero at first base tonight. How about that? Derek Norris will be behind the plate. And pitching is the man, or as they say it in Japan, Sono Atoko, Yasutomo Kubo.
Your Japanese getting better than your Spanish. Kubo comes in with a record of 2-0. He'll be looking for the 100th win of his career here tonight. He has a 2.31 ERA. This will be his sixth game, sixth start. 23 1/3. He has struck out an impressive 29 while walking just 9. Oh, better than a 3-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio. Just 21 hits in those 23 1/3. The 38-year-old just turned 38 on August 6th. He is 5'11". He is 181 pounds from Japan. And his pro debut in 2005 for the Chiba Lotte Marines in the Nippon Professional Baseball League. Last three starts for Kubo have been good. He's 2-0 with a 2.20 ERA, 16 1/3. He has struck out 16, walked 6, and allowed 17 hits. Last time out against Southern Maryland, and Skeeters 12-2 thrashing, cracking the Crabs. He picked up the victory. 6 innings, 1 earned run, 4 hits, 3 walks, 6 Ks, 98 pitches, the most he threw in a Skeeters uniform, and 62 of them for strikes. Well, Kubo ready to deliver the first pitch of the ballgame. They will set up low and away, and the first pitch by the Skeeters right-hander is a strike on the outside corner. 0-1, and we're underway. In Game 4 of a 7-game series, the Skeeters leading at 2-1 after an 8-5 win. Yesterday, they had a 7-1 lead after 2. Craig Massey, third in the league in hitting at .342, hits this one into left field. Jansanti shading his eyes. Does he have it? Yes, he does. Wow, that was a struggle. Actually had to make a basket catch. That sun is just so bright, going straight into his eyes and left. It is a very difficult left field to play, and that's probably why you have a center fielder playing left field here at Constellation Field. It is a very, very difficult left field between the corner and the sun to start the game, but luckily there is one down. So 1 out, none on for Ramon Flores. The left-hander hitting left fielder comes in at .254 with 3 home runs and 12 RBIs. First pitch is low by Kubo. 1 ball and no strikes. Kubo threw a season high 98 pitch. We'll see if he can get to 100 here today. Kubo has averaged 11.19 strikeouts per 9 innings. That is flame throwing, which is the highest average on any Skeeter with at least 5 starts this season. Kubo struck out a high in his debut for the Skeeters of 10. He has only struck out 7, was his high past that, but that was just in 4 innings when he struck out 10 on 65 pitches. The 1-1 by Kubo. This one is hit to the right side. High chopper right to Cordero. He'll tag the bag himself. And there's a 3 unassisted put in. Quickly 2 down here for Yasutomo Kubo. Kubo had a career 97-86 record coming into this season. Again, looking for his 100th win here tonight. A 3.70 ERA. He was the Rookie of the Year when he was playing for the Pacific League in Japan in 2005. Went 10-3 with a 3.40 ERA in 18 starts. Kubo, I found it pretty interesting. He was actually in a movie in Japan.
Really? Movie star, Yasutomo Kubo.
Yes, indeed. This one is low and away. 1 ball and no strikes here on Rodriguez.
Well, he, still has a very, very big following in Japan. He was a star in the Japan League for 15 seasons. He comes over to the States, and his fans in Japan still keeping up with him. If you're joining us from Japan, thank you for watching.
The 1-0 here from Kubo. This one is a strike on the outside corner, 1-1. Alfredo Rodriguez, the shortstop, played the most games in the Atlantic League, 94. He's only missed 1 game, 305, 4 home runs, 47 RBIs. Kubo gets the side here from Norris, who's going to set up on the outside portion of the plate. The 1-1. This one high 2-1. Rodriguez has hit it safely in 21 of his last 25 games, going 32 for 93, a 344 mark with 3 home runs, 19 runs scored, and 22 RBIs since July 17th. He was the Atlantic League All-Star MVP. He is 7th in the league in on-base percentage as well at 393. This one, another strike on that outside corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, just underway. Top of the first, no score. Ira Liebman along with Will Scott. Rodriguez's .305 average, good for 11th in the Atlantic League. See if Kubo can have a very quick and quiet first inning here. Norris going to set up inside, and the 2-2. This one is just a little low and in. That'll run the count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Alfredo Rodriguez against Sugar Land this season, hitting .267 with 5 RBIs in 12 games.
91 degrees currently, 54% humidity, and a south-southeast wind of 16 miles an hour means it's blowing in from right center. Will be death on lefties. It's one low and away, a rare Kubo walk. Kubo has walked just 9 batters in his 5 starts, and a first inning walk is a rarity for Kubo. So 2 outs, 1 on. That'll bring in Jace Boyd. Have to keep an eye on Rodriguez now at first. This team has 137 stolen bases, and Rodriguez has 14 of them. He has stolen 14 of 18. Boyd, our pregame winner, the former All-American at Florida State, 194, a home run and 3 RBIs. For the right-handed hitting first baseman. First pitch, a fastball just misses off the outside corner. 1-0. Umpires for tonight, Andrew Larkin calling balls and strikes behind the dish. He was the Game 1 umpire, John Sevier at first, and the third base umpire is Ken Leventhal. Shadows all the way around the infield except for shortstop Alvaro Rondon. Kubo throws it to first. He's going to have to keep these Somerset Patriots at bay on the bases. Found a very interesting number. Why does this team play so many one-run games? Because they leave the most men on base in the whole league. 745 they've left on base. That is 51 more than the next team, which is the Skeeters. Slow grounded to short. Rondon will shuffle it to second to Betancourt, and that'll do it. So a pretty quiet inning here. Takes down the Patriots. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 man left on base. Somerset does not score here in the top of the first. Skeeters coming to bat for the first time when we return.
Has your home or commercial insurance claim been denied or underpaid? At Morgan Elite Specialist Services, we know that the insurance claim process can be stressful. Our public adjusters have the experience to make this process as smooth, easy, and comfortable as possible, so you can get on with enjoying the things you're protecting. Learn more by visiting us online at messtx.com. That's MESSTX.com. Or call us today at 855-445-3404. We truly look forward to meeting you.
Hi, this is Ira Liebman, voice of the Sugar Land Skeeters. I'm here to tell you about our brand new Skeeters Speakers Bureau. Make your next occasion special by inviting one of our outstanding Skeeters players, coaches, or front office staff as a guest speaker. If you'd like to schedule an appearance for your club meeting, sports banquet, or any other group outing, go online to sugarlandskeeters.com and click on the Speakers Bureau link under the Community tab. Hope to see you soon, and go Skeeters!
Spring Free Trampoline. The perfect way to go outside and be active. Your family will enjoy the thrill of a trampoline that keeps them safe and engaged all year long, right in your backyard. Visit us in Katy or online at www.springfreetrampoline.com. Smart in safety, smart in quality, smart in innovation. Spring Free Trampoline.
Skeeters will bat here for the first time. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for your Sugar Land Skeeters. Leading off is center fielder Barrett Barnes. Batting second is left fielder Anthony Jansanti. The catcher Derek Norris bats third. Cleanup hitter Juan Salverio at third. Matt Chavez is the DH. He'll be at the 5th spot. Albert Cordero is at first. He'll bat 6th. Batting 7th is Dennis Phipps. He'll be in right. The shortstop, Alvaro Rondon, bats 8th and batting 9th. Second baseman, Javier Betcourt.
Mike Francoso at third base for Somerset. Alfredo Rodriguez, the shortstop. At second is Craig Massey. Jace Boyd's the first baseman. Catching is Mike Blank. At left field is Ramon Flores. Center field is Justin Pacioli. Right field, Indy Chavez. And pitching is Ross Vance, making his Somerset debut.
Well, the McKinney, Texas product is watching him warm up here, and he has got some herky-jerky, funky delivery, boy. It is a sight to watch. He is not a big guy at 6'1", 180, but man, does he throw some body parts at you. A lot of knees and elbows. And watch this. High leg kick, flings it in there sidearm, and I don't think he even noticed the ball until it's about halfway there. First pitch is a ball to Barnes. 1 ball and no strikes. 270 for Barnes. 12 home runs and 42 RBIs, running a 10-game hitting streak. Barnes has gone 15 for 35 during that streak, hitting at a red-hot 429 pace during the stretch. He's also scored 13 runs. He has hit 4 home runs and 10 RBIs during his 10-game streak. 2 balls and 1 strike the count here to Barnes. The 2-1 here from the southpaw. This one is a grounded foul off the right side. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Ross, like Ira just said, a Texas native from McKinney, was signed by the St. Louis Cardinals as an undrafted free agent in 2016 after playing collegiately at West Virginia. He was just signed by the Patriots prior to Monday's game.
The 2-2. Swung a miss, strike 3. So Barnes down here. 1 out, none on for Anthony Jansanti.
Well, even though Ross was undrafted, he was able to get to Double-A last season for the Cardinals. Spent both of his seasons at the affiliate level with the St. Louis minor league system. Career stats in the minors: 5-6, a 4.09 ERA in 54 games, 6 of those starts. So not a guy that has a lot of starting experience, Ira.
Well, they're probably going to get 3, maybe 4 if they're lucky. So Skeeters might be able to take advantage, dip into that bullpen early. They're a little short on starters. One thing that we didn't really talk about, Will, we talked about it in the pregame show, but Somerset, despite this kind of being a little bit of a barometer to see how they stack up against the Patriots, since both of these teams are very different since the last time they faced before this series, they are playing the Somerset Patriots without their top 3 pitchers. Kubiak was signed in the Mexican League the day before they came in here to Constellation Field. Rick Teasley has been a good pitcher for them for a long time. A starter is out. He is hurt. And also Reardon, who's been a good pitcher for them the last couple of years, also out. So I don't know if it's going to be the kind of preview we thought it was going to be. This one misses 3 balls and 1 strike here on Jansanti.
Well, when Sugarland was losing starters to affiliated ball, they were able to bring guys out of the bullpen. So Somerset's trying to do that right now.
This one hit high and deep in the air to left field. This one's got a shot to go, and this one off the top of the wall, just missed it. Around first, heading for second is Jansanti with a Pete Rose-like slide. They call him out. I think they're saying that he slid off the bag as he got into second, because it looked like he got in there in time. That's going to be a single, and he's going to be out 7-4 on the putout.
Yeah, he must have slid past the bag, and the second baseman, that would be Massey, they got the tag in. So, you know, I thought he was safe, but Jansanti's not even arguing that, so must have slid past the bag a little bit.
So 2 down, and intercepts Derek Norris. First pitch to Norris, a strike on the outside corner. No balls and 1 strike to count. Fans went to Dodge Community College in Dodge City, Kansas. That's a site of some good old-fashioned gunfights.
They have a dodgeball team at Dodge Community College?
Not quite. If you go watch any of those old westerns, Dodge City's the place. That and the OK Corral, which from what I heard was, okay.
Well, you've heard my ringtone.
Yeah, the good, bad, and the ugly.
Yeah. One of my favorite movies of all time.
That's a Clint Eastwood classic. No balls and 2 strikes to count. I was more of the Dirty Harry type movies with Clint Eastwood, yeah. This one is low and in. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count.
Did Clint Eastwood ever film a movie in Dodge City?
I doubt it. Hence the spaghetti westerns. They were filmed in Italy, of all places. Spaghetti. The 1-2. Check swing low and in. 2 balls and 2 strikes here on Norris, who never disappoints you with a good at bat. He's got a lot of movement to him. We'll see if that catches up with him. Vance's pitch is swung and a miss, and the ball low and away. So a good start outside the base hit. 2 strikeouts for Vance, and the Skeeters go unconventional. 2-3. We're through 1 inning of play. No score here between the Patriots and the Skeeters at Constellation Field.
So there I was, just minding my own business when a hit and run. This guy came out of nowhere. Bam! And he just kept going. Thankfully, Texas Farm Bureau Insurance was there with the right auto coverage for how and where I drive. So I was on my way in no time to witness the hit and run that really matter.
Now that's a moment worth covering. 877 Farm Bureau.
Hi folks, this is Blaine Law, the owner of the Lost Cajun in Rosenberg, Texas at the Brazos Town Center. I'd like to introduce you to the Lost Cajun.
This is Griff, the Lost Cajun, and we're so glad to be in Rosenberg, Texas. Come out, folks, and meet us. Try some great food, seafood gumbo, chicken and sausage gumbo, crawfish etouffee, red beans and rice lobster bisque, and jambalaya. Les bon temps roulés. Let the good times roll.
Oh, they got that food to go in there. Cater that gator too. 281-762-0512.
Hey, what's for dinner tonight? That's probably the hardest question we all answer every day. May I suggest La Cocina Mexican Restaurant? Dine in or take away. They have the best Mexican food in the area, and it's all handmade from scratch. Try their famous street tacos. The Fiesta Packs are unbeatable, and delivery is provided. Located at 515 FM 359, or for even quicker service or reservations, 281-238-0872. That's 281-238-0872.
Hi, I'm Kim Holstead with Coldwell Banker United Realtors in Sugar Land. Go Skeeters!
Yasatomo Kubo ready for inning number 2. Allowed just 1 base runner on a walk in the first inning. He will face 5, 6, and 7 here for the Patriots. Matt Oberstein, Andy Chavez, and Mike Francoso. When is the Kubo chant going to start? You know, Kubo, Kubo, Kubo.
I would assume very soon.
You going to start it like the wave?
You know how I feel about the wave.
So you're for the Kubo chant, but against the waves. This one is hit into left center field. That's going to be the first hit against Kubo. We'll see if Oberste tries to stretch it to 2. He will not. Good throw into second. They would have had him. And the first hit against Kubo goes to Oberste. Why are you so anti-wave? Don't you wave goodbye to people?
It's much different in a baseball game, and I'm just trying to sit and relax and enjoy a baseball game.
The guy who's
and all the fans around me are doing this stupid wave.
But you're the guy who's into every little kind of chant or
I know.
motion running onto the field in an orange
though.
suit at Syracuse, but you're against the wave.
The wave
You should
is
be
annoying.
so pro-wave.
I'm very much anti-wave. So is Lance McCullers, Astros pitcher, who
care.
has come out
Everybody else.
multiple times against the
That's
wave.
probably only because he's on the mound. It's distracting.
See,
You have no
That's
excuse.
what I'm saying. Players don't like it.
You're a fan when you're watching the wave. So you're
I'm a
against the wave.
fan that want the players to do well and not be annoyed.
It's all about you, really. This has nothing to do with the players. Anti-wave. Very surprised and disappointed.
I
at
love
the same
every
time.
other thing in a baseball game
Exactly.
except the
So
wave.
why not that one? Maybe what if everybody was in an orange suit and they did the wave, have a whole wave of orange?
That would be fine at halftime when the game is not going on. But when I'm wanting to pay attention,
Between pitches, the wave.
No, not really. A lot of times it goes on during the actual pitch in the play. We should have a vote on our YouTube chat. Do you like the wave or do you not like the wave? Let us know.
Wave goodbye to Will if you don't. The 1-1 here from Cuba. This one is a little blooper. That's going to fall into right field for a base hit. Stopping at second is Oberste. And 2 straight singles to start the second here for Somerset. I'll bring in Mike Francoso. Francoso, 292, 2 home runs, 35 RBIs. The speedy third baseman is second in the league in triples with 5 triples. He is also 5th in the league in walks with 49.
Well, Kubo's only allowed 6 earned runs in his first 5 starts, and he's gotten in some big jams in his first couple weeks as a Skeeter, but he's really good in these type of situations, at getting out of these situations, I should say. So we'll see what he can do here. He's talking to Juan Silverio.
Well, we have one person who's already against the wave, so there's 2 of you.
Thank you very much.
I think the majority is going to vote for the wave. It's fun. It's fan participation. I'll remember that well. They're going to set up inside here, and squaring to bunt is Francoso. He takes it for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes here to Francoso.
The wave is just not baseball. So, I mean,
it was started in baseball, the Oakland A's.
I know, but now you see it at football and basketball games.
Yeah, but it wasn't started in football or basketball.
The Oakland A's started the wave?
Yes,
now I hate
did.
the Oakland A's even more.
Well, a guy from Houston who relocated to Oakland invented the wave.
Okay, still, he's an Oakland guy now.
So sad. Kids today. The 1-0. This one is a bunt foul. 1 ball and 1 strike to count.
What would be your favorite baseball tradition? It has to be the 7th inning stretch, right?
No question. Hands down.
Is there a close second?
Hot dogs?
It is Dollar Dog Night tonight. And Margarita Monday. Unfortunately, I can't enjoy that.
We're just enjoying having you on the broadcast. Isn't that enough?
Enjoy it while it lasts. I'll be gone Thursday.
That's right. Leaving us to go back to that small university in upstate New York. What's that called again?
Not that small.
This one a bunt and a good one. Kubo, quick off the mound, stops, drops, picks it up in time. Nice play by Kubo. Good recovery. Oh, the sack bunt will go down 1-3, but now runners on 2nd and 3rd as Oberste moves to 3rd. And Chavez moves up to 2nd.
Well, Kubo missed the ball the first time he went for it, but luckily able to recover and get the speedy Francoso at first. It was a good bunt, advances the runners, and now they have 2 runners in scoring position.
In steps Justin Pacioli, who has reached in 12 straight games safely. He is 15 for 46 during his 12-game on-base streak. 326 average. Also has 10 RBIs during that span. Open stance from the right side, a little bit of a crouch for Pacioli. There's a guy, if you ask a cannoli question, I'm sure he knows it inside and out. That's a nice, good Italian name. That's a good Italian name. But
Pacioli likes cannolis.
Yes. See, we're on the same wavelength there.
His nickname is Patch, actually. Makes sense.
Yeah, that's very original. Yeah, if you notice, players don't generally get that original with names. I mean, it's always like Chavi for Chavez.
Javi for Javier.
Exactly. They call it Jansanti
Coco.
G. Well, Coco's at least different.
Dino.
I think Dino's actually cool.
I don't think
Mix of
Silverio has a
Derek and
nickname.
Norris. Who? Silverio?
Does Rondon have a nickname?
I think they call him Rondo.
That makes sense.
0-1 coming here to Pacioli. They set up inside. And this one is chopped toward short. Rondon may come home. He will. Here comes the play at the plate, and they got him. What a throw by Rondon. Right on the money. Norris puts on the tag, and they cut down Oberste at the plate. There you go, Rondo.
Oh, Rondo with the assist right there to Derek Norris. What a feed in there at the home plate. And I was a little bit surprised to see the runner Oberste try to go home there. He's not the fastest guy, to say the least, on this Somerset team. And
I was actually more surprised Rondo came home, and he wasn't exactly, the infield wasn't exactly in there, so that was not an easy throw. He had to make a perfect one, and he did. And on top of that, not advancing is Chavez. He's still down at 2nd. I'm going to bring in Mike Blank. Pacioli on 1st, so runners on 1st and 2nd. Pitch here by Kubo, a little bit low and away. Slider misses. No score here, bottom of the 1st. Excuse me, top of the 2nd as Alvaro Rondon cut down a potential early lead here for the Pats. Mike Blank, the right-hand hitting catcher, just 156, a home run and 2 RBIs, the former Long Island Duck. The 1-0. This one high and outside. 2 balls and no strikes. No runs on 2 hits for the Patriots. No runs on 1 for the Skeeters. I have a 2-1 lead in this 7-game series. Kubo taking a little longer than he does between pitches, but understandable with runners on base here. Kubo, long look in here. Finally, Blank has had enough. 2 balls and no strikes here to Blank. Very slightly open stance from the right side of the box. And his bat is tiny. Looks like he could smack it out of his hands. Kubo just uncomfortable here. Norris and him not on the same page. You wonder how many times there's a communication problem. This is all signs, so it should be fairly easy here. Baseball really is an international language, and now Norris and him just cannot get together. Norris is going to come out to the mound as him and Kubo will try to discuss what's going on. Kubo speaks limited English, but there are things he certainly does understand, and I think you learn those. I always say, you know, as I try to learn Spanish more and more, you find out the things you don't like to say easier. Like, I hate onions, so I learned how to say no cebollos quickly, whereas, you know, Kubo has to learn the important things on the mound, like fastball, curveball, so I'm sure he had to learn those things quickly instead of the normal conversational stuff. Probably know more baseball terms than being able to order food. But 2-0 from Kubo. This one, what a break on that one. It looked like it was going to be way inside. It almost hit the inside corner.
Yeah, I thought it did. It was a great pitch from Kubo, but unfortunately called ball 3.
Kubo throwing a few more pitches than we're used to seeing early. Right now he is at 25 and not a good strike to ball ratio. 13 strikes, 12 balls. This one is, wow, look good at the knees there. Called another ball. This is going to be a small strike zone today as the second walk for Kubo. That'll load the bases here as we go back to the top of the order with Craig Massey. Let's see if Kubo can get out of this. This can turn into a 3-0 lead quickly or more, or he can get out of this unscathed. So it can be a very important batter here for Kubo, and also the left-hander Massey. 2 straight lefties coming up in Massey and Flores. Take a look at what Massey has done here with the bases full, hitting .375, 4 RBIs and 8 at-bats. First pitch here right down the middle for a strike. No balls and 1 strike to count here. At third, it's Chavez. At second, it's Pacioli. And at first, Mike Blank, who drew the walk. Kubo takes a look at second, and he's going nowhere with the runner in front of him at third. The 0-1. This one chopped foul to the right and behind home plate. And now Kubo 0-2. He can play with the batter here a bit with about 6 different pitches. He's got just about everything you can think of. Sliders, splitter, curveball, a slurve, a cutter. You got to think he's going to go low and away a couple of times. You don't want to go low and into the lefty, although the wind blowing in hard. So if you're going to hit it in the air, it's going to be an out. This one tapped past Kubo. Backhanded by Betancourt. He'll flip to Rondon. Nice play by the Skeeters' second baseman. Gets Kubo out of the jam. It'll go down 4-6. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 3 on base. Middle of the second, Skeeters and Somerset scoreless.
Salon Evan and Day Spa is the premier Aveda Concept salon in Sugar Land. Locally owned and family operated since 1989. Let our Aveda trained stylists take you to the highest level of satisfaction with the latest techniques for coloring, highlighting, and precision haircuts. Treat yourself to our famous Aveda facial, a relaxing massage, or a signature manicure and pedicure. Have an ultimate salon experience today at Salon Evan and Day Spa. 281-980-5160. 281-980-5160.
Tuesdays are 2 for Tuesdays at Constellation Field this season. Every Tuesday home game, fans can buy 1 field box ticket or grassland ticket and get 1 free. Watch the Skeeters in exciting Atlantic League action. Half-price tickets for groups are also available each Tuesday, or you can buy tickets 24/7 at sugarlandskeeters.com. For more details, give us a call at 281-240-4487. That's 240-HITS. Sugarland Skeeters, it's more than baseball.
Hey fans, come bring the family for one of the most exciting nights of the week here at Constellation Field. Firework Fridays, where we celebrate our Skeeters like it's the 4th of July. With music and a fantastic fireworks show after each and every Friday home game that's included with your ticket purchase. We'll be doing this every Friday through the entire Skeeter season, so start off your weekend with a bang. For more information, contact us at 281-240-HITS or visit us on the web at sugarlandskeeters.com.
Bottom of the second, Skeeters are trying to strike first in the scoreless contest. After a unconventional 1-2-3, the Skeeters will bat the meat of the order 4, 5, and 6. Juan Silverio, Matt Chavez, and Albert Cordero. Silverio, 291, 5 home runs and 16 RBIs. Vance was impressive in his first inning of work. First pitch by the left-hander. This one is golfed into left field. That's going to be a base hit for Silverio. And I got to tell you one thing. Ross is going to be very easy to steal off of, and I won't be surprised if Silverio goes here, Will, because he has a unbelievably high leg kick. I think his leg goes really above his head. Then he slings it sidearm, so he's going to take a lot of time to get to the plate. We'll see if the Skeeters can take advantage.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see because Blank is a pretty good defensive catcher. Not too long ago in the White Sox organization, he threw at 41% of base runners. So we'll see. But like you said, he's kind of a longer wind-up in delivery.
Sometimes they'll talk about a batter that has a very long swing. Well, he certainly has a long delivery. Slings it in there. This one hit into left center field. Long run for Pacioli, but he's going to track it down. And now hustling back to first is Silverio. A line drive by Chavez. 1 on and 1 out here for Albert Cordero. Skeeters switch hitting first baseman. Will bat here from the right side against the southpaw Ross Vance for the Patriots. Cordero comes in at 285 with 10 home runs and 51 ribbies. Cordero has hit a 9 of his last 11 games, hitting at a 286 pace. In steps the Skeeters first baseman. Slightly open stance from the right side for number 3, Albert Cordero. If he tries to go the other way with second baseman Craig Massey cheating towards second. No, he pulls it down the left field line. Around second, will he head for third? Silverio puts on the brake, so Cordero crushes it into left. Runners on first and second with 1 away for Dennis Phipps.
Well, that's 3 straight Skeeters now that have swung at the first pitch from Vance. 3 pitches, 1 out, and 2 hits so far in this inning.
Must be picking up something. Might be throwing a lot of first pitch fastballs. Or perhaps it's an off-speed pitch that he throws every time on the first pitch. Vance mentioned a Texas native who went to some pretty interesting named colleges. First he went to Dodge City Community College, that in Kansas, where, of course, our own Derek Norris is from Kansas. Then he went to Paris Junior College in Paris, Texas. If you didn't know there was a Paris, Texas, you're not from the state. Then he went to West Virginia. He got around in his college career. Really good last season there, 7-2, but a 4.91 ERA. 91 innings, 91 strikeouts. Didn't seem to be a strikeout pitcher. I mean, we saw him strike out 2 in the first, but we wouldn't think over the long haul he would be with that kind of slinging it in there 3/4 and sidearm. And at Johnson City with the Cardinals in rookie ball, had a good year, 3-0 in his first year as a pro with a 2.48 ERA. This one popped up towards short. Rodriguez circling to the left of second now, brings it down for the second out. So 2 on and 2 out in a scoreless game here in the bottom of the second. That'll bring in Alvaro Rondon. Alvaro, 291, no home runs, 35 RBIs, kept this one scoreless by throwing a runner out at the plate already. And Vance No stranger to Texas. He only got to play here in Texas, played in the Texas League at AA with the Cards in Springfield, the mysterious home of the Simpsons. Lefty-lefty matchup here. They're going to set up low and away. Vance looks at second and Silverio, but this one way outside. That one got away from him. Almost went to the backstop. 1 ball and no strikes to count.
When he was at West Virginia, they were still a very new member of the Big 12 when he arrived his sophomore season in 2014. So got to come home and play against the University of Texas and Texas Tech, as well as TCU and Baylor.
This one he's hit into right field. This should fall in for a hit. It will. They're going to wave around Silverio. It's going to be close at the plate. Here comes the throw, and the play at the plate is not in time. Silverio sneaks in there. Also going to the third is Cordero. And sneaking into second is Rondon, and the Skeeters take a 1-0 lead. That was very close at the plate.
It was a great throw from the right fielder, Indy Chavez, on the money, but what a slide by Silverio. Kind of rolled a little bit as he was coming home, but able to get his hand on the plate and score the first run of this game.
With 2 outs, 2 on and 1 in, and the Skeeters leading 1-0. Javier Betancourt will stay in. Betancourt kept this game 1-0, as well as Rondon. Rondon threw the run around the plate, and with the bases loaded, Betancourt backhanded one to the right of second. Fed to Rondon for the final out in the top half of this inning. This one is low, and oddly enough, the Patriots are the top defensive team in the league. The Skeeters are 4th. Yet it is Sugarland flashing that sweet leather. 1 ball and no strikes to count here to Betancourt. What is the West Virginia University Mountaineers mascot, Mr. Mascot?
The Mountaineers. I know that they have they literally have a Mountaineer as their mascot.
What is a Mountaineer?
A
like
mountain man.
Like a shepherd?
Have you seen it? Here.
No. Not as familiar with mountain men as you may be. Low 1-1. This one way outside. Attempted backhand by Blanket. Goes to the backstop. Another run's going to score as Cordero touches home, and it's 2-0 Sugarland. You could see Vance do that a couple of times. That was the 3rd time he did that. I think it's the slider he's struggling with. And now a runner at third in Rondon. Let's have a chance to make it 3-0.
Quite literally a mountain
so it's
man.
not a mascot. He's like Davy Crockett, basically, with the coonskin cap. Now, that's a disappointment. Don't they have an actual mascot, too?
Nope,
like a guy in a big
that's their
suit?
guy.
The Mountaineer, huh? He's got a name. He's like Marvin the Mountaineer or something?
I'm not sure. Had a couple different ones.
3-1 the count here to Betancourt. The lefty gets the sign. They set up low and away here. And the 3-1, a swung and a miss, 3-2. Betancourt a little bit out in front of that one.
I like the hat.
That's the standard Davy Crockett hat.
Yeah.
What
is this?
You know, just one of those belts with a canteen and stuff for living hard mountain life. Payoff pitch coming here from Vance to Betancourt. A 3-2 is low, ball 4, and Vance really struggling here after a pretty good first inning. So runners on the corners. That's the first free pass issued by Vance. And we go back to the top of the order with maybe the best RBI man in the league from the leadoff spot, Barrett Barnes. 270 now. Looking to extend his hitting streak to 11 games after striking out his first time up. 12 home runs, 42 RBIs for Barnes. Barnes leads the Atlantic League in walks as well with 57 and leads with 14 hit by pitches. Currently second in the league in on-base percentage with a .411 on OBP and 68 runs also second in the league. 12 home runs, a career high for number 27. First pitch misses for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes to count. 30 pitches for Vance here, 16 for strikes, 14 for balls. So neither pitcher has a great strike-to-ball ratio. The 1-0. A strike on the inside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike to count. So nothing on the Mountain Man, no name. He's the nameless Mountaineer.
That's all we got. But you know who has the best mascot in all of sports?
I don't recognize that. Who is that? A big orange isn't exactly super creative, Mr. Orangeman.
Oh, come on.
He's not even an orange man. He's just an orange.
Well, that's our mascot now. We're not the Orangemen anymore. We're the Syracuse Orange.
Oh, he's going to be the Orangeman to me. They set up low and away here on Barnes, and the 2-1, a hanger, and Vance got away with one there. This one is hit in the air to center. Coming in is Pacioli, and he'll. But the Skeeters get a pair of runs. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. Through 2, it is the Skeeters 2, and the Somerset Patriots nothing.
Available female is seeking a long-term relationship with someone I can depend on. For someone that I can trust and feel safe with. For someone that isn't just after me for my money. Someone who is ASC certified and can handle all my automotive needs.
Christian Brothers Automotive is the perfect match for you. Located in New Territory right behind the Randalls. Christian Brothers is locally owned and operated by Kelly Adams. You can trust Kelly to take the fear out of auto care. Her number is 281-242-2886 to start your new relationship today.
Sweet 96 is a brand new radio station designed just to serve Sugar Land and Fort Bend County. But we can't build the best without your help. Spread the word about our good work and we'll do the same. Like us on Facebook at Sweet 96 FM or drop us an email at our website, sweet96.com. Together, we will build a better city and Fort Bend County. If it's important to you, it's important to us at the all-new Sweet 96.
Are you buying or selling a home in Longmeadow Farms, Aliana, Waterside Estates, Pecan Grove, New Territory, Greatwood, or Harvest Green? Depend on Kim Halstead and Coldwell Banker United Realtors at 281-777-1907. A multi-million-dollar producer and Fort Bend County real estate expert, Kim is uniquely qualified with a proven track record of success and almost 20 years of satisfied customers. Kim Halstead and Coldwell Banker United Realtors, 281-777-1907.
We move to the top of the third. Yasutomo Kubo has his first lead to work with as the Skeeters get a pair in the bottom of the second and lead 2-0. Here in the top of the third for the Patriots, it'll be 2, 3, and 4. Ramon Flores, Alfredo Rodriguez, and Jace Boyd. We have a guest in the booth here, and as Lieutenant General Doug Owens. Doug, how are you, sir?
I'm doing just fine. Thanks for having me with you tonight.
Glad to have you. One of the reasons you're here, night at the museum, night coming up here. Tell me a little about the Lone Star Flight Museum and where it's located.
Our new Lone Star Flight Museum's at Ellington Airport. We've been open now almost a year. We'll hit our one-year anniversary at the end of September. We previously were located down at Galveston for almost 28 years. And we're home of a wonderful flying collection of old warbirds and general aviation aircraft. And today we are fortunate to have a STEM Learning Center as part of the museum, and we're just excited to bring that to the city of Houston and the surrounding area and the people here even at Sugar Land. So we're real happy with all this. 130,000 square feet, $38 million worth of state-of-the-art museum.
Nice. The 0-2 here by Kubo is in the dirt. 1 ball and 2 strikes account. Every year that baseball expression when a fly ball is hit a long way and a home run measures like 450 feet, and they say that ball went so far you should have had a stewardess on it. Maybe you can do something about the opposing fly balls for us.
We can do that. We'd shoot them down if we could, but
nice.
That's not really a big option
now
for us.
That would be a good promotion. You know, maybe rubber bullets coming out of nowhere at the right moment.
It would.
2 balls and 2 strikes to count. Now, how long have you and your partner been with ABM?
Well, we are partnered with ABM at the museum. We've been together somewhere around 4 years. They started down at Galveston and made the transition with us up to Ellington. We're really fortunate to have our partner Dale Dar be our
I've heard of him.
Yeah, he's bigger than life.
He's bigger, all right.
Yes, he is. But Dale's a terrific fella, and we're very fortunate to have ABM partner with us not only in the museum but also for museum night here at the Skeeter Stadium.
The 2-2 coming here from Kubo. Skeeters leading 2-0 here in the top of the third. They're going to set up low and away, and Kubo's pitch is high and outside. That'll run the count full 3-2. Now, what do you guys have planned for that night at Museum night here on August 25th? Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, the game starts right at 6 o'clock, and as part of the national anthem, we're going to bring a B-17
A little flyover?
Flying Fortress over the airfield here.
What is a flying fortress? Is that a whole fleet?
No, sir. It is B-17 is the Flying Fortress is a big bomber that flew during
That's
World
what
War II.
I was going to say, a bomber, but hopefully no confetti bomb or something?
Well,
No?
we'll just fly over and wag our wings on Saturday
Fair
night.
enough. Are you going to be in that plane?
Nope. Hopefully I'll be right here with everyone else. This is going to be a night where we honor our veterans, and specifically our World War II veterans.
This one is outside, ball four. That's the third walk already for Kubo, who's usually runs a pretty tight ship. And a leadoff walk for these pesky Patriots. Never a good thing. 1 on, none out for Alfredo Rodriguez, who was the first of the 3 walks. Joined here in the booth by Lieutenant General Doug Owens, talking about night at the museum night here at the ballpark on August 25th.
Well, it's great to have you here, General, because it is Military Monday, celebrating our veterans and military personnel at the stadium every Monday night.
Well, we are, again, just thrilled to be here. First opportunity to visit Constellation Field. It will not be the last, so we're looking forward to this. On that Saturday night, we've got not only the flyover, but we're going to have special T-shirts made.
Nice.
Between us, ABM, and the Skeeters. We'll give those out. Be an auction. We'll auction some Skeeter memorabilia along with some packages from the museum, some membership packages and the like. And so it promises to be a fun night for all, I think.
Nice. When do I get to fly in one of these bombers?
Well, you're going to have to come to the museum first and see what it all looks like.
Doesn't having you on the air give me any credit whatsoever?
You still got to come to the museum.
All right.
We fly out of there.
Okay. Oh, they fly straight out of there. All right.
Yes,
Then
we do.
I will come to the museum. This one is popped in the air towards center fielder Barrett Barnes, coming in, still coming, and that wind blowing it down and near the infield by the time he comes up with it. So 1 on and 1 out here. I'll bring up cleanup hitter and our pregame interview, Florida State's own Jace Boyd. Still joined here in the booth by Lieutenant General Doug Owens, talking about night at the museum night. Now, things aren't going to come alive like the movie night at the museum, right?
No, I don't plan on doing that.
All right, that's good.
This will be a little more laid back, at least in terms of our flyover. We'll hopefully may have a couple of 3 airplanes that'll fly over that evening, but led by the B-17. That's the pride of our fleet.
You mean in one shot or more than one time during a game?
We may bring them all over at one time with the B-17, maybe T-6, T-34, some of the old World War II trainers. I think it'll be a real neat opportunity for the fans to see those bombers in flight. And it represents a fleet that we have at the museum that almost all fly.
Well, I might have to fly down from Syracuse to witness this myself.
He's going to try to figure out how he can get to the Freedom Division Series and Championship all the way from Syracuse University. There's always something in it for William. Throw to first. Getting back is Ramon Flores. 1 on, 1 out. Skeeters are leading 2-0 here in the top of the third. Joined here in the booth by Lieutenant General Doug Owens. Now, how many different membership packages do you offer, and what do some of those things include?
Well, we are able to offer a number of membership packages. I think we've got 7 of them in total that range everything from a $25 student membership for a single student, senior memberships for those over 65, and then various levels from couples up to families, larger families, and each of those offer different levels of benefits that build on the smaller ones. But in general, it gets you into the full admission year-round for everyone. Get discounts in our gift shop. For the higher priced membership levels, even some discounts when we get our flying program up and running again. And then we have opportunities for facility discounts as well. So each of them build on the other, but there's a number of them that'll meet just about every need.
Very nice. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count here on Jace Boyd. 1 out, 1 on. Skeeters leading 2-0 here in the top of the third. Kubo still looking for his first strikeout. This one is in the dirt. Goes through the legs of Derek Norris. Going down to second is Ramon Flores. Both pitchers with wild pitches in this one, but it did not cost Kubo a run as it did Ross Vance. So 2 in, 2 the count. Now a runner at second with 1 away. Boyd, who hit into a fielder's choice his first time up. Now no chance of the DP. 194, 1 home run, 3 RBIs. You a big baseball fan?
I am. And it's a pleasure as we moved here to Houston, be able to enjoy we moved in at a time as the Astros were making their run to the World Series champs. And now
Did you grow up in Texas?
I did not. I grew up as a military brat, served all over the world for a long time. And
now you're just a brat?
Now I'm just a brat.
Nice. So who'd you root for growing up?
I was a Braves fan growing up.
Oh, there you go.
Just because
I'm going to guess Hank Aaron was your all-time favorite?
No, I grew up during the Dale Murphy era.
Dale Murphy, there you go. Back-to-back MVPs as Jace Boyd strikes out. First K of the day, and there is 2-away. Murphy, I always thought he doesn't get enough props for the Hall of Fame votes. Yeah. And he was the best player of his decade, I think.
He was. But now I'm a full-fledged Astros fan and a Skeeter fan on top of that. So
there you go.
We're happy to be part of this.
Well, we'll get along,
family.
General. He's a Yankees fan. I don't know if y'all get along.
This one is grounded towards second. This should do it. Betancourt has it. He'll throw it to first. 4-3 in the putout, and there's 3 down. Well, Lieutenant General Doug Owens, it was a pleasure, sir. Thanks for having on and looking August 25th for a night at the museum. Middle of the 3rd inning. Another guess when we get back. This should be fun. 2-0. The Skeeters leading here. Back in a moment.
So there I was, just minding my own business when a hit and run. This guy came out of nowhere. Bam! And he just kept going. Thankfully, Texas Farm Bureau Insurance was there with the right auto coverage for how and where I drive. So I was on my way in no time to witness the hit and run that really mattered.
Now that's a moment worth covering. 877 Farm Bureau.
Skeeters fans, end your weekend with Skeeters baseball at Constellation Field for Sunday Fun Day. We have something for everyone. Play catch in the outfield, and your favorite Skeeters players will be signing autographs before the game. Also, after the game, all kids will be able to run the bases. Constellation Field has everything you need for a fun, family-friendly, affordable day at the ballpark. For more information, contact us at 281-240-HITS or visit us on the web at sugarlandskeeters.com.
Celebrate the history of our national pastime at the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown. See priceless treasures that will bring your baseball memories to life. Find stories that will inspire and surprise. Cooperstown is where you, your family, and your friends can relive baseball's greatest moments and honor the all-time greats of the game. See all that the Hall of Fame and Museum has to offer and plan your family visit today at baseballhall.org.
We move to the bottom of the 3rd. Thanks to some nifty pitching and fielding. Yasachuma Kubo has thrown 3 shutout innings so far. Skeeters are trying to add to their 2-0 lead here as Anthony Jansanti leads off. First pitch from Vance to Jansanti is in the dirt. 1 ball and no strikes. Anthony singled his first time up, but was called out trying to stretch it into a double. 2, 3, and 4 here. Jansanti, Derek Norris, and Juan Silveria. Skeeters 2 runs on 4 hits. Patriots no runs on 2. Off-speed pitch catches the outside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike to count. Anthony comes in at 299, 15 home runs and 46 ribbies. The 1-1. This one is crushed down the left side. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Skeeters try and take a 3-1 lead here in the series. The 1-2. Vance almost lets that one get away from him as well. Be 2 balls and 2 strikes here on Anthony. Vance now at 37 pitches, 20 for strikes, 17 for balls. Keep in mind, this very thin starting pitching with 3 starters out, 2 injured, 1 was signed by a Mexican League team. And they do not have a lot of depth, so they're going to have to deal with Vance for at least another inning or so. And there's still 3 more games left in this series after tonight. Payoff pitch to Jansanti, swung and hit foul, sharply down the left side. That one rolls past the Patriots dugout, and the fan leans over and scoops it on up.
Well, that's what the Skeeters did was just, that's why what the Skeeters did was just so impressive, at bringing in some guys from the bullpen, putting them in a starting rotation like Russell, like Wade, and they've turned into some great starters.
Payoff pitch is hit in the air down the left side, foul. Good at bat here by Anthony. We'll see an 8th pitch. Just missed a home run his first time up, banged it high off the top of the Bud Light sign in the outfield wall, and just missed that one. Again, the 3-2, and this one low and away, ball 4, not even close. Second walk of the game for Vance, and now the speedy Jansanti on it first, so look for him to swipe it back. Or 2. Back and forth, Rondon and Jansanti go. Anthony 1 behind Rondon, so you know he's going to want to brag a little bit, get one here, maybe pass him. Could be an interesting race between the two. Vance from the stretch. Jansanti leads off of first. He does not go, and this one is a little bit high and inside. 1 ball and no strikes to count. Skeeters are leading 2-0 here in the bottom of the 3rd. No surprise, another close game. All these games have been decided by 3 runs or less, and only last night, Skeeters won 8-5. The other 2 games decided by a run. Skeeters won the first one in extra innings. They won 5-4, and then, excuse me, they lost 5-4 yesterday after winning game 1 3-2. Norris steps back into the box. He is ahead in the count, 1 ball and no strikes. Norris came in hitting .257, 9 home runs and 43 RBIs. The 1-0. A strike and a delayed steal attempt by Jansanti, and he is out. Second time he's been out at second base. First stretching a single into a would-be double, and now gets caught stealing. A pretty good delayed steal. Very close. Tried to get that hand in there, just a little bit late. So now he's going to go back to the bench, and Rondon's going to say, nah, I still got the lead.
Well, they're taking this stolen base race very, very seriously.
We could build it up to the stolen base chase race for supremacy of the entire civilized Sugarland world. 2-1.
Well, I was interviewing Anthony Jansanti after his player of the game last homestand, and Rondon comes up and interrupts the interview. He says, well, he didn't get a stolen base, so ha ha ha. I'm still leading.
It's all in good fun, but those 2 pretty friendly guys. It's whatever pushes you. It's always a motivator in a game. The 2-1 way outside, 3-1. Vance strike to ball ratio almost 1-to-1. 23 strikes, 22 balls now. 45 total pitches. The 3-1 here by the lefty. This one is low and in the dirt. That'll be ball 4, so Norris draws another walk. Second straight walk. He's very lucky with Jansanti getting caught stealing. Would have been first and second and nobody out, but now 1 on and 1 out for Juan Silverio, who's already singled and scored in this one. 3 walks in the game, 2 here in the inning. Vance keeps doing that. He's going to make a very short night. Now 23 balls and 23 strikes. 2 runs on 4 hits for the Skeeters. No runs on 2 for the Patriots. No errors on either side of the ledger. The lefty Vance looks at first. Slings it home and catches the inside corner for a strike on Silverio. No balls and 1 strike to count. Juan has done a great job in this in this cleanup spot. Since Courtney Hawkins was signed. So 5 home runs, 3 doubles since joining the team in 22 games. So 16 RBIs in 22 contests. No balls and 1 strike the count here. The Skeeters right-handed hitting cleanup hitter. 291, 5 home runs, 16 ribbies. The 0-1 from Vance is in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on. Again, the Skeeters leading 2-0 here in the bottom half of the third. Cooled off a bit here. What is it plummeted down to here? Let's see. Got all the way down to 86 degrees from a 90-degree game time start. Almost time to bring out your Syracuse mitten and Parker. This one hit into left center field. It's going to drop in for a hit, and now takes a bounce past and behind Pacioli and rolls to the wall. This will easily score Norris as the throw is high. Now the throw gets away from the catcher, Blank, but staying at second is Silverio, and the Skeeters take a 3-0 lead.
Well, Pacioli looked like he was going to be able to field that one off of 1 hop, and then it just got past him as he stuck his right arm out trying to make the play, and I don't know what happened there in center field, but
the ball kind of ricocheted back behind him. His momentum was going forward. Just took a crazy bounce to his left and went backwards. Not really his fault, but it's going to cost the Patriots a run here to the Skeeters. Probably score that a single and RBI going to second on the throw home. Either way, it is 3-0 Sugarland. Well, in steps Matt Chavez, who lined sharply to center his first time up.
And that was rolled a single.
First pitch is low and in near the feet of Chavez. 1 ball and no strikes to count. Matt, 335, 9 home runs, 58 ribbies. Silverio, now 2 for 2 with 2 singles, a run scored, and an RBI. He's been part of 2 of the Skeeters' 3 runs, who are up 3-0 here in the third. This might be a very long inning here for Vance. And keep in mind, Anthony Jansanti got thrown out trying to steal in this inning as well. This one is clubbed down the left side, but foul. 1 ball and 1 strike the count here to Matt Chavez. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 in, and 1 on, and the Skeeters leading 3-0. Bottom half of the third inning. Vance's pitch count is rapidly rising here like a good stock. This one is low, 2 balls and a strike. They got to give Somerset an error on that? Wow. That ball just bounced behind the center field. There's nothing he could do.
Silverio does not get credit for the RBI either.
This one is drilled into left field, and this one is long gone. What a shot by Chavez. A no doubt about it. And the Skeeters take a 5-0 lead.
Well, Chavez again had a home run last night, and now another one back-to-back nights. He's able to go yard. Home run number 10 on the season. That's his 5th since the All-Star break, and he said to me post-game last night he was, starting to get a little bit more power as the season goes on, and he is working his way into the MVP conversation with all these home runs lately.
Skeeters jumping all over Vance here. He has not recorded out himself. The only out he's got is Jansanti getting caught stealing. In steps Albert Cordero, the switch hitter batting here from the right side against the lefty Vance, who's already singled and scored in this one. Cordero chops this one foul off of third. No balls and 1 strike to count. 5 runs now on 6 hits for the Skeeters. They have not committed an error. No runs, a pair of hits, and 1 E for the Patriots. The 0-1. This one swung and fouled in and out of the Patriots dugout. 0-2 on number 3, Albert Cordero. Skeeters with a pair of runs in the second and a trio here in the third. Have themselves a 5-0 lead. The 0-2. This one low and in, almost hits Cordero in the foot. look at the pitch count here on Vance. I'm sure it is not pretty. Closing in on 60 pitches, 29 strikes, 27 balls. This one is low, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Cordero hitting .294, 3 RBIs in 12 games against Somerset this season. In this series, he's 4 for 13.
Vance kicks and deals the 2-2. This one low and bounces to the plate, 3-2. Vance really struggling here in the third. Nobody warming yet in the Patriots bullpen. Full count now here on Cordero. Skeeters leading 5-0 with 3 runs in here in the third. Payoff pitch here to Cordero. This one is swung and drilled down the left side. That one hooks foul, though. We'll do the 3-2 at least one more time.
Well, Cordero played with our pregame interview, Jace Boyd, in Binghamton. Part of that 2015 Rumble Ponies team.
You got to squeeze in Rumble Ponies a specific amount of times. You have a quota that you have to say Rumble Ponies?
At least 3 times each broadcast.
You're
and it's not hard to do with all these former Mets players.
Payoff pitch, swung and fouled off to the right side. So Cordero will pitch an 8th pitch. You're getting Rumble Ponies money, getting copyright by Rumble Ponies?
No comment on that.
Being very shady, very shifty, very crafty, Will Scott.
Did you know that Rob Ford, Astros broadcaster, was voice of the Rumble Ponies?
See, had to get the word Rumble Ponies in again. I did not. This one is swung and fouled off. Oh, 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 9th pitch coming here to Cordero. You're like a spelling bee guy. I know you're a big fan of the spelling bee.
That's one of my favorite sporting events in the entire year.
It's like, can you use Rumble Ponies in a sentence? What is the origin of Rumble Ponies? Another payoff pitch, high and outside, ball 4. So a 9-pitch at bat. And Cordero wins the 3rd walk of the inning and the 4th of the game. And I don't know how much longer manager Brett Jody can stay with Vance here. Still no action in the Patriots bullpen.
Yeah, that's really surprising. You know, Vance making his debut, first start of the season for Vance, and we thought he might just go 3 innings max, and he's gone 2 1/3, and he's not looking too good. Already 5 earned runs.
Well, the first pitch here to Phipps is a little bit low and away. 1 ball and no strikes to count here to Dennis. Chavez with a home run for the 2nd straight night. Really starting to pick up them power numbers. Kind of mentioned to you on the interview that he's kind of noticed some things that he's got to make an adjustment to. Didn't get into details what those things were. Maybe whatever it was, the power numbers might start to come in bunches. They always have home run hitters, and he had 31 one year. Might go on a power surge. This one hit high in the air. The shallow right field, long run by Indy Chavez towards the right field line, and that's going to be a foul ball. Wow, that just missed. That would have been a double as it kicked into the stands. Got away with one there, otherwise Vance even in deeper trouble. Now 65 pitches for Vance, 34 strikes, 31 balls. That is just, when you're 30 pitches ahead of the amount of innings, in other words, roughly 10 per inning, you're in big trouble. 1 ball and 2 strikes, 1 out, 1 on, and 3 in. Skeeters leading 5-0 here in the bottom of the 3rd. The 1-2. This one punched into right field. This should fall in for a base hit. It will. Cordero will stop at second as the second baseman Massey fields it towards the right field line behind second. And this is a never-ending inning for Vance.
And what's crazy is he's allowed 3 hits, but he's given up 3 runs. He's walked 3 Skeeters, and it's just been a really rough inning all around.
Here comes pitching coach John Hutton, the former Patriots closer. Well, time to take a look at this day in baseball history. Time for a little Baseball 101. Of This Day in Baseball History, brought to you by Texas State Technical College in Fort Bend County. Make your own history by earning your associate's degree at TSTC. Visit tstc.edu to learn more. Well, on this day, August 13th, in the year 2000, Jeff Bagwell goes 4 for 5, home ranked twice in the Astros' 14-7 rout of the Phillies at Veterans Stadium. The Houston first baseman, 10 total bases, drives in a club record 7 runs as well. That's a look at this day in baseball history, brought to you by Texas State Technical College of Fort Bend County. Well, let's see if action finally begins out there in the Patriots bullpen, and it does. So this is just a bit of a stall tactic. Whoever it is, a right-hander, is warming up rather quickly. Well, in steps Rondon. There's already singled and driven in a run in his first at bat. The southpaw kicks, fires, and this one almost hits Rondon way inside, 1-0. That's closing in on 70 pitches here in the third. The lefty from the stretch. He'll look at second at Cordero and ground this one to the left side. This could be 2. They go to second for 1. They reel it at first, never get him. Just too slowly hit to get the speedy Rondon. Cordero goes to third. Phipps is erased on the fielder's choice, which goes down 5-4. So runners on the corners, 2 on, 2 out, 3 in, 5-0 Skeeters. And the number 9 hitter, Javier Betancourt, will step in. Betancourt, one of the 4 walks, and he was the first issued by Ross Vance. Skeeters 5 runs on 7 hits. Somerset no runs on 2.
That appears to be Dwayne Belo warming in the pen.
Belo started game 1? Wow. First pitch misses for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes to count. If he pitches tonight, he's probably not going to pitch again in this series. The 1-0 here from Vance. Now he's going to throw to first. Getting back easily is Rondon. He might try to swipe a bag here. 2 down. Runs on second and third, and then a base hit makes it 7-0, putting this game in a lot better control for the Skeeters. A few runs and you're back in it, but with a 7-0 lead, a different story. Skeeters led 7-1 after 2 and became a close game towards the end. Going into the 8th, it was 7-5. Skeeters got an insurance one, made it 8-5, and then Polino closed it out. Dustin Mollican warming up in the bullpen.
35, it looks like, not 36.
He set a blowing away here in the 2-0. This one is a strike on the outside corner. 2-1 here to Betancourt. That was pitch number 70 here for Vance. Only 2 more strikes than balls. 36-34. Well, Vance did okay in the first 2, but really running out of steam here in the third. This one misses outside. 3-1. And how long can you stay with him?
I'm surprised they've stayed with him this long.
Betancourt is the 8th man to bat here in the third.
Just trying to get him through this inning.
He set up low and away here on Betancourt. Hitters count. The 3-1 is hit down the right side, foul. That one bounces into the bounce house area. You still haven't bounce housed it up. You and Ryan Posner did do a joust to the death out there.
Well, I've gotten a lot of stuff done. I was the Race the Rex the other night. And
ran the bases earlier this year.
I guess that's next on my list here with 4 days left.
A full count here on Betancourt. 2 on, 2 out. So at first, Rondon will be moving on this pitch. There goes Alvaro. The 3-2 is hit towards third, foul. So Rondon will have to come back. We'll do the 3-2 at least once more. It's been an endless inning here for Vance. Now at 75 pitches.
Yeah, 1-2-3 first inning with 2 strikeouts was looking sharp, but he's allowed 5 runs in the last 2 innings since.
Again, the payoff pitch to Betancourt. Rondon goes. This one past Vance into center field. That's going to be another run. Coming down to score is Cordero. Going to third is Rondon, and the Skeeters take a 6-0 lead. You wonder if that'll be all for Vance here. RBI for Betancourt, number 10. Brent Jody on the top step. Is he going to make the move? Here he comes. So that looks like that's going to do it as the Skeeters have batted around, and Barrett Barnes will come in here. So we will take a break. We'll tell you all about which we think will be Dustin Mollican. When we return, the Skeeters with a 4-run third. They lead 6-0 here, back here in just a moment.
Available female is seeking a long-term relationship with someone I can depend on. For someone that I can trust and feel safe with. For someone that isn't just after me for my money. Someone who is ASC certified and can handle all my automotive needs.
Christian Brothers Automotive is the perfect match for you. Located in new territory right behind the Randalls, Christian Brothers is locally owned and operated by Kelly Adams. You can trust Kelly to take the fear out of auto care. Her number is 281-242-2886 to start your new relationship today.
Has your home or commercial insurance claim been denied or underpaid? At Morgan Elite Specialist Services, we know that the insurance claim process can be stressful. Our public adjusters have the experience to make this process as smooth, easy, and comfortable as possible, so you can get on with enjoying the things you're protecting. Learn more by visiting us online at messtx.com. That's MESSTX.com. Or call us today at 855-445-3404. We truly look forward to meeting you.
Hi, I'm Ira Lehman, voice of the Sugarland Skeeters. Join me every Friday night to hear Skeeters baseball live on Sweet 96, Sugarland's only radio station. Listen each Friday night when the Skeeters are both at home and on the road on 96.1 FM for the Friday night game of the week. Follow the drive for the 2018 Atlantic League Championship as the Skeeters and Sweet 96 team up for the first time. Sugarland, it doesn't get any sweeter!
We are Salon Evan and Day Spa. Go Skeeters!
El Toro is playing on our broadcast. You know what that means. It is the first pitching change of the game, and it's Dustin Mollican, the 6'4", 230-pound righty this season for Somerset. He's 2-1, a 4.30 ERA, 42 strikeouts in 37 2/3 innings pitched. He has yet to throw against Sugarland in this series.
Well, Barrett Barnes will step in as the Skeeters have batted around. Barnes 0 for 2. He has struck out and flied out to center, trying to extend his 10-game hitting streak to 11. Skeeters with 4 runs in here in the third. They lead 6-0. Runners on the corners still for Sugarland. At third is Alvaro Rondon. At first, Javier Betancourt. This one swung a little blooper. This might fall in, and it will. And it is 8-0 as Rondon will come home. And going to third now is Betancourt. And the Skeeters take a 7-0 lead and 11-game hitting streak for Barnes. Also RBI number 43.
The Skeeters have batted around now, Ira.
Yep. 10th man to come to the plate. Jansanti, who started it all off with a walk and was caught stealing. Oh, he's been on base both times. He has singled and walked, but oddly, he has also been thrown out 2 times. Once trying to set that single into a double, and then the caught stealing last time. Came in just below 300 at 299. 15 home runs, 46 RBIs. First pitch is hit high in the air to center field, but playable. Pacioli in left center. And that will do it. But not before the Skeeters send 10 men to the plate. They get 5 runs on 4 hits, the big blow, the 2-run homer by Chavez, and after 3 innings, a third of the way through, Skeeters are leading 7-0.
Want to watch a Skeeters game in style? We have just what you need. Our game day suites are ideal for entertaining clients, rewarding employees, networking, and even celebrating personal milestones. Let us make it easy for you. Suite rentals come with food and soft drinks, parking privileges, and even access to our Insperity Club. Drinking packages are also available. To plan your event, call us at 281-240-HITS or visit us on the web at sugarlandskeeters.com.
Has your home or commercial insurance claim been denied or underpaid? At Morgan Elite Specialist Services, we know that the insurance claim process can be stressful. Our public adjusters have the experience to make this process as smooth, easy, and comfortable as possible, so you can get on with enjoying the things you're protecting. Learn more by visiting us online at messtx.com. That's MESSTX.com. Or call us today at 855-445-3404. We truly look forward to meeting you.
Hey fans, come bring the family for one of the most exciting nights of the week here at Constellation Field, Firework Fridays, where we celebrate our Skeeters like it's the 4th of July. With music and a fantastic fireworks show after each and every Friday home game that's included with your ticket purchase. We'll be doing this every Friday through the entire Skeeter season, so start off your weekend with a bang. For more information, contact us at 281-240-HITS or visit us on the web at sugarlandskeeters.com.
Top of the 4th inning, Skeeters up big. Time to will his way through the next few. I'm handing you a 7-0 lead. Try to hold on to it.
Well, let's hope I don't blow this, Ira. You know, at one point this season, I gave you back the lead 18 consecutive times.
Will Scott,
I think that's a record.
Different day today. Take it away,
well,
sir.
You know, the Skeeters were leading 7-1 last night, and
you almost squandered that one.
They made things very interesting as Kubo delivers a first pitch ball outside to Indy Chavez. Skeeters leading 7-0 against Somerset in Game 4 of this 7-game series. Skeeters have taken 2 of the first 3. Norris sets up outside. The pitch hits the outside corner for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike count on Indy Chavez. On the season, the former Met is batting .286, 2 home runs, 27 RBIs. As he awaits the 1-1 from Yasutomo Kubo. And also paints the outside corner for a strike. 1-2 count. Looks like a sinker right there from Kubo. He's got a big arsenal, doesn't he, Ira?
He's got pretty much everything, as Skeeters pitching coach Corey Dommel says. I haven't seen a knuckler from him yet, though. So maybe not quite everything.
All set up inside against Chavez, and he fouls it back behind home plate. Still a 1-2 count to the right fielder.
I bet he could throw a knuckler, though, if you asked him to.
Wouldn't be surprised. And he has been a very welcome addition. The Skeeters acquired him from Gary, Indiana, American Association.
Rail Cats.
The 1-2 is served into left field in foul territory, going back to Silverio and making the catch for out number 1. So 1 down, nobody on base for Mike Francoso, the third baseman. He was our player of the game on Saturday. The All-Star on the season, .292 batting average, 2 homers, 35 RBIs. Put down a sac bunt his last time up. So he does here against Kubo. First pitch in there for a strike. Silverio playing in at third base against Francoso, who is one of the faster players on this Somerset team. Setting up inside is Norris, delivering the pitch is Kubo, and that's inside for a ball. Francoso in this series 4 for 10 with an RBI. Coming in, he's just been hitting .167 in his last 10 games, but he has picked up where he left off before the All-Star break, as that is a grounder hit to the right side. Kubo gloves it, throws to first in time to Cordero
for out number 2.
That's a good play by Kubo. I mean, he risked throwing the ball into the back of the runner. He had to kind of throw it around him. I think he would have tried to tag the runner, but the runner got past him at that point. So pretty nifty play by the Skeeters right-hander.
And that's a 2 quick outs for Kubo. He's retired 5 straight Patriots. He'll face Justin Pacioli here with 2 outs. Skeeters leading 7-0 over Somerset. Kubo kicks and fires. And that's a strike on the outside corner. Pacioli 0 for 1. Grounded out his last time up. The fielder's choice. 0-1 pitch on the way from Yasutomo, and that's right over the plate. Good pitch from Kubo. 0-2 count, 2 outs, nobody on base for the center fielder, Pacioli. 0-2 pitch on the way, and that's low in the dirt for a ball.
He was a Patriot League All-Conference player in 2014 and 2015 while Lehigh University. Not too far from Somerset, Bethlehem, PA.
1 ball, 2 strike count. Yasutomo deals, and Pacioli fouls that one off. What year did you say he was the Patriot League MVP?
He was all-conference player in 2014 and 2015.
So he was there when Lehigh beat Duke in the NCAA tournament.
That's true, isn't
Known
it?
as one of the greatest upsets of all time. Pacioli, actually, Lehigh was the program's all-time leader in stolen bases. Another 1-2 pitch, and it's swung on and missed by Pacioli inside. And that is the first strikeout of the day, second strikeout of the day from Yasutomo Kubo. Middle of the 4th, Skeeters leading 7-0.
Hi folks, this is Blaine Law, the owner of the Lost Cajun in Rosenberg, Texas at the Brazos Town Center. I'd like to introduce you to the Lost Cajun.
This is Griff, the Lost Cajun, and we're so glad to be in Rosenberg, Texas. Come out, folks, and meet us. Try some great food, seafood gumbo, chicken and sausage gumbo, crawfish etouffee, red beans and rice lobster bisque, and jambalaya. Les bon temps roulé. Let the good times roll.
Oh, they got that food to go in there. Cater that Gator too. 281-762-0512.
Hi, I'm Ira Laban, voice of the Sugarland Skeeters. Join me every Friday night to hear Skeeters baseball live on Sweet 96, Sugarland's only radio station. Listen each Friday night when the Skeeters are both at home and on the road on 96.1 FM for the Friday night game of the week. Follow the drive for the 2018 Atlantic League Championship as the Skeeters and Sweet 96 team up for the first time.
Sugarland, it doesn't get any sweeter.
Spring Free Trampoline. The perfect way to go outside and be active. Your family will enjoy the thrill of a trampoline that keeps them safe and engaged all year long, right in your backyard. Visit us in Katy or online at www.springfreetrampoline.com. Smart in safety, smart in quality, smart in innovation. Spring Free Trampoline.
Well, the Skeeters batted around and scored 5 runs in the 3rd. Derek Norris will lead things off for Sugarland in the 4th. Mollican still on the mound for the Patriots. Mollican this season against Sugarland, he's pitched 5 1/3 and surrendered 3 runs to these Skeeters as he throws a pitch outside to Derek Norris. Norris in this series, 2 for 12 thus far.
he has struck out and walked today. Pitch outside, just missing. 2-0 count to Dino, the Kansas High School Player of the Year, his senior season. Last appeared in the majors with the Rays in 2017. And that's a ball sent deep into center field. On the run is Pacioli, and making the catch just shy of the warning track is the center fielder for Somerset.
You know, Norris is going to go on an unbelievable tear soon because every ball he hits, it seems like every ball he hits right now is lined at somebody, but eventually baseball always evens out.
We've been talking about it this whole series, Ira. All of his outs have been very, very loud outs. And that one went left the bat. Thought it might have had a chance to be an extra base hit, but Pacioli catching that one just shy of the warning track in center field.
I mean, it's not like he's hitting badly now. Last 8 games he's hitting .345, but I think he's going to go on a hitting barrage.
Well, on a hitting barrage in this game is Silverio, 2 for 2 tonight, but he flies out to center after swinging at the first pitch. So Pacioli making back-to-back snags in center field, out number 2. Skeeters leading this one 7-0 over Somerset. Game 4 of this 7-game homestand. Skeeters will travel to Lancaster. After this series, you can listen to Ira Lehman live from Pennsylvania on Sweet 96 for the game of the week on Friday night. That brings up Matt Chavez DHing again tonight. He's 1 for 2. Hit a home run his last time up. Second home run in the last 2 games for Chavez. He looks at ball 1 outside. And how much scarier is this Skeeter team if Chavez goes back to the 30 home runs a year guy he was in the Pacific Association?
Terrifying. I mean, they have a shot to break the Skeeter single-season home run record in 13 less games this year. Only 127 games scheduled compared to the usual 140 because of the Road Warriors.
Chavez this season, .335. He just hit his 10th home run and 60th RBI of the season. He swings and misses the 1-2 upstairs. And what's crazy about that 31 home run season he had, Ira, in San Rafael, that was only a 66-game season.
It's pretty much a home run every other night. It's crazy.
This year he just has 10 in 93 games, but 2 in the last 2 nights. Slightly open stance from the right side against Malikan. He looks at ball 2 outside. Malikan from Tempe, Arizona. Or he lives there now. He's actually from Canada originally. Former Major Leaguer, made his Major League debut on July 4, 2016 with the Tigers as Chavez looks at a ball low in the dirt.
What year was that?
2016.
And he played with Verlander.
That'd be correct. Spent last season with AAA Toledo.
Holy Toledo.
They're the Mud Hens, right?
Yes, indeed. One of the classic minor league teams.
They were on my honorable mention list for Mount Rushmore minor league team names, as that is foul to the right side. Did they make the cut for you on your honorable mention or no?
They did, but you know what a team I forgot about that kind of makes the honorable mention is the Iron Pigs.
Yeah, they need to be considered. I would put them in my
They had the coolest game recently,
top 15.
or I think it was last year. So the Mud Hens and the Iron Pigs played, and they called it the Bacon and Eggs game. So one team wore bacon on their hat, and the Mud Hens wore the egg.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, that was original.
Gotta love minor league baseball, man.
Yep.
Another payoff pitch upcoming to Chavez, and he swings and misses at strike 3 for out number 3. No runs, no hits, no runners left on base for Sugar Land. They still lead 7-0 after 4.
Family event? Let us help. With our group packages here at Constellation, we have everything you need for fun, friendly, family, affordable entertainment. No matter what size the group, we have options for you, like our picnic plaza with our in-ground pool and even a 2-hour food buffet. The Skeeters can customize an outing to fit all your needs. To plan your event, call us here at 281-240-HITS or log on to sugarlandskeeters.com.
Sweet 96 is a brand new radio station designed just to serve Sugar Land and Fort Bend County. But we can't build the best without your help. Spread the word about our good work and we'll do the same. Like us on Facebook at Sweet 96 FM or drop us an email at our website, sweet96.com. Together, we will build a better city and Fort Bend County. If it's important to you, it's important to us at the all-new Sweet 96.
There we go.
Are you buying or selling a home in Longmeadow Farms, Aliana, Waterside
There you
Estates,
go.
Pecan
Just
Grove,
like that.
New Territory, Greatwood, or Harvest Green?
Real good, real good. What's
Depend
next?
on
What's
Kim
next? What's
Halstead
next?
and
Me?
Coldwell Banker United Realtors at 281-777-1907.
You think you can do it on your
a
own?
multi-million-dollar producer
little
and Fort
belly
Bend
shake.
County real estate expert, Kim is
There you
uniquely
go.
qualified with a proven
Everybody
track
make some
record
noise
of
for
success
Tori
and almost
and
20
Mia.
years of satisfied customers. Kim Halstead and Coldwell Banker United Realtors, 281-777-1907.
We are La Casina.
Skeeters leading Somerset 7-0 as we begin action in the 5th inning. Mike Blank will face Yasutomo Kubo. He walked his first time up. Kubo thus far, 4 scoreless innings and 2 strikeouts. He's just allowed 2 hits. As Blank looks at strike 1 on the outside corner. Blank spending his first season with the Patriots and 4th in the Atlantic League. The 0-1 is a chopper hit right toward Cordero at first, who picks it up and steps on the bag for the first out. An unassisted ground out to third base. So with 1 out and nobody on base, that brings up the top of this Somerset order with Craig Massey coming up, the second baseman. He's 0 for 2. In this series, Massey 0 for 10. Still looking for his first hit. He's batting .342 on the year. Against Sugarland this season, he's just hitting .217 with 2 RBIs in 7 games. So he awaits the first pitch from Kubo. And he looks at strike 1 right over the heart of the plate. Skeeters 7 runs on 9 hits. They scored 2 in the second, 5 in the third. Somerset has been held scoreless by Yasutomo Kubo, who has been brilliant once again. Pitch inside, appeal over to third base, and Massey did indeed go. 0-2 count on the second baseman. The Faulkner University alumnus. Kubo is ready to deliver the 0-2 pitch. Norris will set up inside. Massey swings at it. It is hidden to foul territory. Norris unable to get there.
Kubo now at 60 pitches, 38 for strikes, 22 for balls.
In his first 26 pitches, Ira, 13 were strikes, 13 were balls. So it's good to see that ball-to-strike ratio get a little bit better.
Yep, just short of 2-1 now.
Still no 2 count on Massey. Independent baseball veteran. And that is past Norris. Hits the backstop, a 1-2 count. You know who also went to Faulkner University along with Massey?
Yes, Austin Adams.
That'd be correct. Shane Reynolds, Astros legend, also went to Faulkner. Montgomery, Alabama. One-two count with 1 out. Pitch on the way. And that is sent to the right side. Cordero flips it to Kubo, who steps on the bag for out number 2. A nice play right there. Go down as a 3-1 putout.
Yeah, that was not easy. Cordero was forced to feed Kubo on the run and really had no choice but to feed it behind him, which is not an easy play for a pitcher. He couldn't throw it in front of him. It would have been too far. He would have missed it. But a nice job by Kubo, reaching behind him and then finding the bag.
So with 2 outs and nobody on, Skeeters leading 7-0. Ramon Flores will step in. Kubo has retired 8 straight Patriots. Dare I say, he is Moeti Airu.
Just waiting to work that in like rumble ponies.
For those that don't know, that means on fire in Japan. Thank you very much. In Japanese, I should say. First pitch from Kubo to Flores just misses outside. 1-0 count to the left fielder. He has grounded out and walked in this game. Batting here from the left side against the right-handed Kubo. Kubo stops, throws, and it is a ball. Looked like a good pitch there, but perhaps a bit inside. Flores from Florida. Grew up in the Miami area. As he looks at strike 1. So where he grew up, Pembroke Pines, Florida, it is home to the most dangerous road intersection in all the United States, according to State Farm. So if you're ever in Pembroke Pines, Florida, Ira, just make sure to be careful.
Yeah, Floridians are not known to be great drivers.
As Flores looks at strike 2, well, Kubo has been cruising in this game. 4 2/3 scoreless. And looking for his 3rd strikeout here against Flores. 2-2 count. Nora sets up outside. Pitch on the way, and that is a foul ball hit to the left side toward the picnic plaza. A young fan picks that one up. Skeeters rocking the classic white unis tonight. Blue caps, white shoes. Somerset wearing their navy blue unis, red lettering, and navy caps. The 2-2 pitch. That is sent sharply into left field past the diving third baseman Silviero. And that breaks up the streak of 8 consecutive retired batters from Kubo. Getting aboard is Flores. Flores at first base after the single. Skeeters leading this one 7-0. Alfredo Rodriguez will step in. Rodriguez has flown out and walked in this game. At shortstop tonight for Somerset. From Oak Hill, Virginia. Pitch on the way, and that is a strike on the outside corner. Rodriguez hitting .305 on the year, but in his last 10 games just hitting .184. Norris will set up outside once again. This time it misses for a ball outside. Rodriguez in his 2nd season with Somerset. Originally drafted in the 17th round of the 2012 draft by the Brewers out of the University of Maryland. The 1-1. On the outside corner for strike. 1-2 count to Rodriguez. Also spent some time in the Frontier League. Led the league in games played during his 2 seasons there. Just 1 for 14 in this series. Down to the count against Kubo, and that was way inside. Nearly hit Rodriguez.
Yeah, I don't know how he got out of the way of that one.
2-ball, 2-strike count for the Maryland Terrapin, who peaked at high A in the Brewers organization. And the 1-2 is sent into center field. Barrett Barnes is there, though, and makes the catch. Number 3. So Somerset gets one hit. They leave one runner on, and Yasutomo Kubo has thrown 5 scoreless innings here. Skeeters leading Somerset 7-0.
Spring-free trampoline. The perfect way to go outside and be active. Your family will enjoy the thrill of a trampoline that keeps them safe and engaged all year long, right in your backyard. Visit us in Katy or online at www.springfreetrampoline.com. Smart in safety, smart in quality, smart in innovation. Spring-free trampoline.
What does it take to rebuild trust? At Wells Fargo, we've been thinking about that a lot lately. For us, it begins with a renewed commitment to our customers, fixing what went wrong, making things right, working with more transparency and higher accountability, and reinventing how we serve you. It's a new day at Wells Fargo, but it's a lot like our first day. Wells Fargo, established 1852, re-established 2018. Wells Fargo Bank N.A., member FDIC.
So there I was, just minding my own business when a hit and run. This guy came out of nowhere, bam, and he just kept going. Thankfully, Texas Farm Bureau Insurance was there with the right auto coverage for how and where I drive. So I was on my way in no time to witness the hit and run that really matter.
Now that's a moment worth covering. 877 Farm Bureau.
Albert Cordero will lead things off for Sugarland in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Skeeters leading Somerset 7-0. First pitch from Dustin Mollican is fouled off behind home plate. Mollican, the Canada native, played for the Canadian national team in the 2011 Baseball World Cup, winning the bronze medal, and also represented his country in the Pan American Games in 2011, winning the gold medal.
Yeah, people don't really talk about the World Cup that much, but Pan Am Games tends to be a bigger, more well-known tournament.
Cordero fouls the 0-1 pitch off to the left side.
Although I was surprised when I was with Team Canada in the World Baseball Classic, that was huge to them, the World Cup. Same thing with the Cuban team. I mean, certain countries really take advantage of that World Cup, even though I think the average fan now pays attention a little more to the World Baseball Classic.
Cordero fouls it off to the right side, still 0-2 on the switch hitter. Batting here from the left side against the right-handed Mollican. So I guess, those Canadian baseball players really have to take advantage of the summers up there because they really can't train and play during the winter.
That's, I think, why you find a lot of them coming down to the United States to go to college.
The 0-2, that's inside for a ball. Cordero 1 for 1. He has singled and walked in this game. Mollican was a 15th round pick by the Pirates in 2003. He's also spent time in the Rockies, Brewers, Indians, and Tigers organizations. And that is ripped into right field. Base hit from Albert Cordero, his second of the night, and he's aboard with nobody out. So with Cordero at first base and a 7-0 Skeeter lead, Dennis Phipps will step in. Phipps is 1 for 2 with a fly out to center field and a single in the 3rd inning. Former big leaguer to former big leaguer right here. Phipps played for the Reds as he fouls that one off to the right side. Malakin pitched 6 years at the AAA level before finally making it to the big leagues. As Dennis Phipps sends the ball fairly deep into right field. However, Chavez is there and makes the catch for out number 1. So with 1 out and Cordero at first base, Alvaro Rondon will step in. Rondon batting here from the left side against the right-handed Malakin. Third baseman Francoso playing in here. First pitch swung on, hit into left field. Flores on the run and makes the catch to his left for the second out. So Malakin has pitched well here in relief of the starter Ross Vance, who allowed 7 runs in 2 2/3. So with 2 outs and Cordero at first base, Javier Betancourt, the second baseman, will face Malakin. Sugarland 7 runs on 10 hits. Somerset no runs on 3. First pitch from Malakin to Betancourt is in there for a strike on the outside corner. Betancourt from St. Teresa, Venezuela. Spent the past 2 seasons with the Biloxi Shuckers, the AA affiliate of the Brewers. Youngest member of this Skeeter team at 23 years old. The 0-1 in there for a strike. Betancourt down in the count 0-2. Javier batting in the 9-hole again tonight. The second baseman for this Sugarland team. Also see him at shortstop and third base this season. As he sends the 0-2 to the third baseman, Francoso, who runs in and makes the throw to first. Out number 3. So Sugarland gets 1 hit. They leave Cordero at first base. Skeeters still lead this one 7-0 as we head to the 6th.
Tuesdays are 2 for Tuesdays at Constellation Field this season. Every Tuesday home game, fans can buy 1 field box ticket or grassland ticket and get 1 free. Watch the Skeeters in exciting Atlantic League action. Half-price tickets for groups are also available each Tuesday, or you can buy tickets 24/7 at sugarlandskeeters.com. For more details, give us a call at 281-240-4487. That's 240-HITS. Sugarland Skeeters, it's more than baseball.
What does it take to rebuild trust? At Wells Fargo, we've been thinking about that a lot lately. For us, it begins with a renewed commitment to our customers, fixing what went wrong, making things right, working with more transparency and higher accountability, and reinventing how we serve you. It's a new day at Wells Fargo, but it's a lot like our first day. Wells Fargo, established 1852, re-established 2018. Wells Fargo Bank N.A., member FDIC.
Trying to plan a fun corporate or family event? Let us help. With our group packages here at Constellation, we have everything you need for fun, friendly, family, affordable entertainment. No matter what size the group, we have options for you, like our picnic plaza with our in-ground pool and even a 2-hour food buffet. The Skeeters can customize an outing to fit all your needs. To plan your event, call us here at 281-240-HITS or log on to sugarlandskeeters.com.
Our pregame interview, Jace Boyd will lead things off for Somerset as we begin action in the 6th inning. Skeeters leading the Patriots 7-0. First pitch on the way from Yasutomo Kubo is upstairs for a ball. Kubo thus far, 5 scoreless innings. He's just allowed 3 hits and he has struck out 2 Patriots. Boyd awaits the 1-0 pitch from Yasutomo, and that is sent into shallow center field. Coming in is the right fielder, Dennis Phipps, who makes the catch in right center for the first out. 1 pitch, 1 out for Yasutomo. That will bring up the designated hitter, Matt Oberste, who was Jace Boyd's roommate when they were teammates in Binghamton in the Mets organization. Boyd telling me before the game when I was interviewing him that he's really excited that Oberste was a part of the Somerset team, and he also played with Hutchinson in the Mets organization as well, so he's familiar with plenty of the guys on this team. Oberste 1 for 2 with the single and a ground out, and he looks at strike 1 from Kubo. Oberste in his last 12 games really starting to pick it up, hitting .304 with 7 RBIs. Kubo deals the 1-1, and that is a foul ball hit toward the Patriots dugout. 1 ball, 2 strike count to Oberste. From Fort Smith, Arkansas, played collegiately at the University of Oklahoma, was a first-team All-American at OU. Pitch on the way. And that is a foul ball behind home plate. It appears that Albert Cordero has taken over the catching duties here. And making his Skeeters debut as the first baseman is Luke Dykstra. So he's at first base now. Hopefully everything's okay with Derek Norris as Matt Oberste swings and misses at the 1-2. But it gets past Cordero, throws in to first in time for out number 2. Good play from Coco. So 2 outs, nobody on base for Indy Chavez. Skeeters leading this one 7-0. That is the 3rd strikeout for Yasutomo. Yasutomo at 81 pitches now. His season high is 98. That was in the last start at Southern Maryland. So he's probably going to be able to go at least 1 more here as Chavez swings and misses at the 0-1. Chavez tonight 1 for 2 with the single and a flyout. On the season, 286, 2 homers, 27 RBIs. The 0-1 on the way from Kubo, and that is a ground ball hit toward the first baseman. Dykstra makes a nice play, steps on the bag at first base for out number 3. Yasutomo Kubo. On fire. 6 scoreless innings tonight for the Japanese right-handed pitcher. Middle of the 6th, Sugar Land still leading this one 7-0.
Hey, what's for dinner tonight? That's probably the hardest question we all answer every day. May I suggest La Cocina Mexican Restaurant? Dine in or take away. They have the best Mexican food in the area, and it's all handmade from scratch. Try their famous street tacos. The Fiesta Packs are unbeatable, and delivery is provided. Located at 515 FM 359, or for even quicker service or reservations, 281-238-0872. That's 281-238-0872.
Sweet 96 is on the air everywhere. On the radio from our Fort Bend County Tower site located on the Grand Parkway at 96.1 FM or online at sweet96.com. Click the Listen Live link and enjoy our community programming anytime you like from anywhere in the world. Or just tap the app. Download the free TuneIn Radio app for your smartphone and search Sweet 96.
Salon Evan and Day Spa is the premier Aveda Concept salon in Sugar Land, locally owned and family operated since 1989. Let our Aveda trained stylists take you to the highest level of satisfaction with the latest techniques for coloring, highlighting, and precision haircuts. Treat yourself to our famous Aveda facial, a relaxing massage, or a signature manicure and pedicure. Have an ultimate salon experience today at Salon Evan and Day Spa, 281-980-5160, 281-980-5160.
Welcome back to Constellation Field. Skeeters leading this one 7-0 in Game 4 of this 7-game series against the Somerset Patriots. Baird Barnes looks at strike one from Dustin Mollican, who for the first time this entire season has pitched more than 3 innings. This is his 4th inning tonight as Barnes sends a ball deep into center field. That's way back there. At the warning track is Justin Pacioli. I thought Barnes might have had his 13th home run of the season. He probably hit that one 403 feet. Center field signs 405 feet from home plate, but Baird Barnes gave that a ride. But it's going to be 1 pitch, 1 out for Mollican. So with 1 out and nobody on base, Anthony Jansanti will step in. Mollican comes from the hockey-crazed Canadian province of Saskatchewan, where making the big leagues not really a common feat. As Jansanti looks at strike one, there have only been 6 players in the history of Major League Baseball to come from Saskatchewan, and none since Terry Poole retired in 1991. So he's just the 7th player in Saskatchewan history to make the big leagues. Jansanti down to the count 0-2. Mollican making his big league debut in 2016 with Detroit. Not too far away from his home country of Canada. Got to pitch for Canada in the World Baseball Classic in 2013. Also really impressive that he's able to finally make the big leagues after spending 6 seasons in AAA. Jansanti skies one in the infield. It's the first baseman, Boyd, coming in and making the catch for out number 2. So 2 quick outs for Mollican here, who thus far has pitched 3 1/3 scoreless. So it's going to be Luke Dykstra, the first baseman, making his first at-bat as a Skeeter here. He came in relief of Derek Norris, so the catcher, Norris, exited the game. The first baseman, Cordero, went to catch, and Dykstra now at first base as he swings and misses the first offering from Mollican and fouls it off to the right side. So Dykstra, the son of former Major League All-Star and World Series champ Lenny Dykstra, who was Pete Incaviglia's teammate in Philadelphia. Dykstra spent some years in the Cardinals organization. Was a 7th-round pick in 2014 by the Braves. And he sends that one into center field. Luke Dykstra, a hit in his first at-bat as a Skeeter, batting 1,000 now. How about that from the Westlake High School alum? So with 2 outs and Dykstra at first base, that brings up Juan Silverio, the third baseman. Silverio batting here from the right side against the right-handed Dykstra, and he sends that one right to the third baseman. Francosu makes the throw over to first for out number 3. So the Skeeters get that of Dykstra's first hit as a Skeeter. They get no runs in the 6th inning. They still lead Somerset, though, 7-0 in Game 4 of this 7-game series. We'll be right back. You're listening to Skeeters Baseball.
Kids 12 and under get in free for every Wednesday home game this season at Constellation Field. Tickets are only available by calling the Skeeters box office at 281-240-4487 or 240-HITS, or visit the TDECU box office at the ballpark or online 24 hours a day at sugarlandskeeters.com. Gates open an hour before scheduled game times. Sugarland Skeeters, it's more than baseball.
The National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown. Relive baseball's greatest moments, connect with the national pastime, and honor the all-time greats of the game. Plan your family visit today at baseballhall.org.
Hey fans, come bring the family for one of the most exciting nights of the week here at Constellation Field, Firework Fridays, where we celebrate our Skeeters like it's the 4th of July. With music and a fantastic fireworks show after each and every Friday home game that's included with your ticket purchase. We will be doing this every Friday through the entire Skeeter season, so start off your weekend with a bang. For more information, contact us at 281-240-HITS or visit us on the web at sugarlandskeeters.com.
Hi, I'm Ira Lehman, voice of the Sugarland Skeeters. Join me every Friday night to hear Skeeters Baseball live on Sweet 96, Sugarland's only radio station. Listen each Friday night when the Skeeters are both at home and on the road on 96.1 FM for the Friday night game of the week. Follow the drive for the 2018 Atlantic League Championship as the Skeeters and Sweet 96 team up for the first time.
Sugarland, it doesn't get any sweeter.
Skeeters leading 7-0. Let's throw it back to the voice of the Sugarland Skeeters, Mr. Ira Liebman.
Thanks, Will. Mike Francoso, followed by Justin Pacioli and Mike Blank. Bottom of the order here in the top of the 7th. Skeeters are leading 7-0. One ball and 2 strikes to count here to Francoso. He has a sac bunt, and he grounded out to first. And Kubo really trying to get through 7 here. He has been terrific. This one is swung and missed. That's strike 3. That is the 3rd K of the day, and there is 3 away. Seven nothing Skeeters here. 7 runs on 11 hits, no runs on 3. Righty-righty matchup here for Kubo as he faces Pacioli, who is grounded out and struck out. This one is a little blooper behind second, but it looks like it's going to travel far enough for Dennis Phipson right, and he'll bring it down for out number 2.
Still nobody warming in the Skeeters pen. You got to wonder, Ira, Kubo at 87 pitches, he might at least go 8 here. You can think about a complete game.
Pete Gavilia has given us no reason to think he'll let anybody go 9 complete for some reason. I'm probably going to say this is probably his last, then he gets somebody warming up between innings. This one is low and away, 1-0 here on Blank.
Well, the Skeeters up 7-0 right now. You got a cushion. If it was a closer game, I would understand taking them out right now. But I'd like to see him go a little bit farther.
Next pitch here will be pitch number 90 by Kubo as it's fouled off. 1 ball and 1 strike the count here to Blank.
You know, Kubo really quickly becoming a fan favorite here in Sugarland, Ira. I was talking to Shea about some different ideas today, and, you know, he hasn't been here for long, but already become very, very popular amongst the Sugarland fans.
It's hard not to like the 1-1. This one swung and grounded towards short. This should do it. Rondon has it. He'll fire it to first in time. Well, it is 7th inning stretch time. Get your peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I do care if you never come back. Skeeters leading 7-0 here in the 7th.
Hey, Skeeters fans, if you're a senior, 55 or over, we have a great deal for you. Join our Silver Skeeters Club presented by Advanced Hearing Center. Silver Skeeters Club members receive admission to 9 Skeeters home games, free drink coupons on game days, exclusive VIP events, and much more. If you're a Skeeters fan aged 55 or over, don't miss out on this great opportunity. For more information, go online to sugarlandskeeters.com.
Skeeters fans, end your weekend with Skeeters baseball at Constellation Field for Sunday Fun Day. We have something for everyone. Play catch in the outfield, and your favorite Skeeters players will be signing autographs before the game. Also, after the game, all kids will be able to run the bases. Constellation Field has everything you need for a fun, family-friendly, affordable day at the ballpark. For more information, contact us at 281-240-HITS or visit us on the web at sugarlandskeeters.com.
So there I was, just minding my own business when a hit and run. This guy came out of nowhere. Bam! And he just kept going. Thankfully, Texas Farm Bureau Insurance was there with the right auto coverage for how and where I drive. So I was on my way in no time to witness the hit and run that really matter.
Now that's a moment worth covering. 877 Farm Bureau.
Let me hear ya! Go it now! A1, A2, A3. Take me out to the lobby. Take me out to the crowd. Buy some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever get back home. It's root. We root for the party. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes you're out at the all game. Hey! Let's get some run!
Well, Somerset fans watching this broadcast may not believe this, but it's the bullpen catcher, Alfonso Reyta, making his first professional pitching performance of his career into pitch now for Somerset. In his career, he has no innings, no runs allowed, no hits. He has not struck out any batters. He has not allowed any walks. And for Somerset in general, he's just played in 3 career games.
It's like that TBD guy, undefeated, never won, never lost.
Well, let's see how he does here.
Oh, he'll face Matt Chavez. Albert Cordero, Dennis Phipps. Chavez having a good night. He's 1 for 3 with his 10th home run of the year. 60 RBIs now came in batting .335. Skeeters are leading 7-0 here. Mentioned the Patriots very short on pitching, and they do not want to blow out the rest of their bullpen. They're going to hand it to Reyta here. Slings that in there nicely for a strike on the first pitch. No balls and 1 strike to count.
First pitch strike.
That's the key to pitching, isn't it? Get ahead 0-1. See if Reyta's a quick worker or not. The right-hander, big kick, comes home, and this one slung in there, sidearm again. This one misses low and away. 1 ball and 1 strike.
He looks like he knows what he's doing. I mean,
he's a bullpen catcher. Catchers are smart. They know all aspects of the game. Always have a decent arm. The 1-1. This one is a little bit low and away. 2 balls and 1 strike to count. Skeeters 7 runs on 11 hits. The Patriots no runs on just 3. Skeeters, if they should keep this shutout, they will get their 12th of the year. Kind of a half swing there by Chavez. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count.
Well, Somerset having to go to their bullpen catcher because Vance, their starter, only went 2 1/3, and then Mollican, give him a lot of credit, Ira. 3 1/3 scoreless innings from him. But I think that Somerset, realizes that they really don't want to waste the rest of their bullpen here when you're probably already going to lose down 7-0.
The 2-2 is hammered to left. This should hook foul, and does. Chavez makes a bid for his 2nd home run of the year, or the game, rather.
Yeah, that was close. I mean, you saw his last one stay fair, just right at the arrow plumbing pole. This one just a bit left of the foul pole.
2 balls and 2 strikes here on Chavez. Skeeters leading 7-0 here in the bottom of the 7th. And action the Skeeters bullpen, so as I suspected, that's probably all for Kubo. The 2-2 hit into left center field. That will fall in for a base hit, possibly more. Cutting it off is Pacioli. Chavez will hold on with a long single, and he's 2 for 4.
Well, Chavez back-to-back multi-hit nights for the Skeeters DH/first baseman.
Skeeters Mark Haynes, the Punisher, warming up in the pen. He'll probably come in, maybe finish the last 2 innings. Cordero will step in. Cordero having a good night. He's been on base all 3 times, 2 singles. And sandwiched between those 2 singles, a walk. He's also scored a pair of runs. Switch hitter batting here from the left side, way inside by Alfonso Reyes. Reyes now 7 pitches, 4 for strikes, 3 for balls. What do you grade Reyes so far, making his first pro appearance? So a hammered foul down the right side, 1-1.
I mean, sure, he's allowed to hit the Chavez, but I've been impressed with his stuff. I mean, he's throwing some strikes, and it's hard to give him a grade right now, but so far, he's passing, I guess. He just got to get some outs.
They're going to set up low and away here on Cordero. And this one is, again, hit hard foul. This one a little closer to being a double. I think that went right up the tarp, like a miniature golf course.
One of my favorite things in all of baseball is when position players pitch.
Why is that?
It's just very, very fun to watch, and especially when they do well.
What about pitchers playing the field or hitting that don't normally, not like the National League?
I guess that's, I'm not really a fan of, when the Astros were in the National League, I used to be, a fan of pitchers hitting, but now that in the AL, I've become more a fan of the DH.
Yeah. See how quickly it changes. Ground ball to the right side. That one's going to through for a base hit, so Reyes might have a tough inning here. First to reach via a hit. That is the 4th time Cordero's on for the night. He's got 3 hits, and that'll bring in Dennis Phipps. Phipps has popped out to short, single, then flied out to right. Skeeters with a 7-0 lead here. And I don't think coming into this series we thought, there was going to be a bunch of close games, and really the first 3 for the most part. Definitely the first 2 were 1-run games, and last night probably not as close as it looked as it became an 8-5 game. The Skeeters had a 7-1 lead in that one. But here, it's as they say, a laugher, 7-0. Skeeters are in front. But what we did know coming into this series, that Kubiak, their ace, who was 8-2, was going to be signed by the Mexican League the day before he was going to come here, and that Corey Reardon and Rick Teasley were also going to be out with injuries. The 0-1. This one, I don't know what that was. I don't know if that was a slow slider, but yeah, it was a strike, 0-2. With 13 hits, their high this season is 17, and they did that in 7 innings. On the road, they tied it. This one swung and a missed, and Phipps was loading up on that one. Swings at a ball outside. Looks like all that Reyes is throwing is sliders. Not the good hamburger kinds. Sliders. Surprised somebody hasn't come up with like a, I mean, I do chicken sliders and pork sliders, but maybe somebody call it the opposite of that, a curve.
Yeah. I'm sure that'll be a thing here in the next few years.
I'm making it a thing now. Get your sliders and curves.
It's kind of catchy.
That's what I'm saying. 1 ball and no strikes to count here to Rondon. The left-hander hitting shortstop hits this one too short. This could be 2. They go to second for 1. The relay to first. not in time to get the speedy Rondon. That's the second time today he is grounded into a fielder's choice. Chavez goes to third. Cordero out at second. 2 on, 2 out runners on the corners for Javier Betancourt.
Well, Rada is 1 out away from pitching a scoreless inning in his debut. Pretty impressive stuff.
Skeeters up 7-0. This one is a little number back to the mound and off the mitt of Rada, and that's probably going to be a hit here, and it will. That would have been the third out, but coming down to score is Chavez, and now it's an 8-0 lead. And you wonder if they'll call that a hit or an error for a guy that probably should have fielded that. I think most regular pitchers would have.
Well, Rada kind of had a smile on his face. He's going back to the mound. He's like, oh, man, I probably should have had a scoreless inning right there in my pitching debut. But nonetheless, the second hit of the night for Betancourt. Good to see him starting to get some hits here.
Oddly enough, Skeeters pitching coach and former Patriots pitching coach Corey Dommel pitching in this year. Was his first debut ever as a pro. This one is Sky. This should do it. If it doesn't, Rada's going to be in some problems. Boyd off first in foul territory will bring it down, and that will do it. 1 run. And 2 men left on base. We are through 7 innings of play. Skeeters are leading 8-0 now. Back in a moment.
Want to watch a Skeeters game in style? We have just what you need. Our game day suites are ideal for entertaining clients, rewarding employees, networking, and even celebrating personal milestones. Let us make it easy for you. Suite rentals come with food and soft drinks, parking privileges, and even access to our Insperity Club. Drinking packages are also available. To plan your event, call us at 281-240-HITS or visit us on the web at sugarlandskeeters.com.
Hey Skeeters fans, if you're a senior, 55 or over, we have a great deal for you. Join our Silver Skeeters Club presented by Advanced Hearing Center. Silver Skeeters Club members receive admission to 9 Skeeters home games, free drink coupons on game days, exclusive VIP events, and much more. If you're a Skeeters fan aged 55 or over, don't miss out on this great opportunity. For more information, go online to sugarlandskeeters.com.
Hey fans, come bring the family for one of the most exciting nights of the week here at Constellation Field, Firework Fridays, where we celebrate our Skeeters like it's the 4th of July. With music and a fantastic fireworks show after each and every Friday home game that's included with your ticket purchase. We'll be doing this every Friday through the entire Skeeter season, so start off your weekend with a bang. For more information, contact us at 281-240-HITS or visit us on the web at sugarlandskeeters.com.
The Punisher, Mark Haynes, now on the mound for Sugarland. The 6'2", 200-pound right-handed Rice-Owl. This season for the Skeeters, he's 1-0, an 0.93 ERA in 10 games. He has struck out 11 in 9 2/3.
Oh, Haynes will take over here for Kubo. Get you the final numbers on Yasatomo Naidu is in line for a win unless some miracle finish happens here. Skeeters will have 8-0 here in the 8th. Get you Kubo's numbers after this first pitch. First pitch is fouled off the mask of Cordero. No balls and 1 strike here on Craig Massey. Top of the order, Massey, Ramon Flores, and Alfredo Rodriguez. Well, Kubo threw his 90 pitches, 60 of them for strikes, 7 innings of 3-hit shutout baseball. Walks 3 and struck out 4. And if long as the Skeeters hold on here, Kubo will have the 100th win of his career. Massey, no balls and 1 strike to count. He has flied out, grounded out twice. He's 0 for 3. There's one way inside, 1 ball and 1 strike to count. They've only had 6 total base runners. They had 3 hits, 1 by Oberste, 1 by Chavez. And who had the other hit? Now that was Flores, and then 3 walks. Flores, Rodriguez, and Blank. Swung and a miss, 1 and 2. The Punisher really had his best year in 2016. On the Fort Worth Cats, he had 15 saves before joining the Skeeters later that season, and then last year, him and Felipe Paulino were co-closers. He had 13 saves. The 1-2 from the Skeeters righty. Strikeout Punisher, and there's out number 1 here in the 8th. That is now 7 straight retired by Skeeters pitching between Kubo and Haynes.
Well, what a milestone it would be for Kubo, able to get 100 wins. He's been playing professional baseball now for 15 seasons, was in Japan the first 14, and it's been one heck of a career.
Well, this is the 2nd straight lefty here against Mark Haynes. This one high and inside, 1-0. Flores has grounded out to first, walked and singled last time up. He's 1 for 2. Game in batting .254 with 3 home runs and 12 RBIs. Skeeters are leading 8-0 here in the 8th. Sugarland got 2 in the 2nd, 5 in the 3rd, and 1 in the 7th. This one swung and a missed. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Nobody on here in the 8th. The wind tends to change here at Constellation Field 4 or 5 times throughout a game, but it's been consistently blowing in from right center here tonight. The 1-1 from the right-hander. There's one low and in, 2 balls and a strike. And the attendance comes my way. 3,380 fans here at Constellation Field. The attendance brought to you by Tyler Stam. The 2-1. This one swung and a miss. 2-2 here from Haynes. Skeeters now 14-hit attack here. Skeeters will bat in the bottom of the 8th, and if they get 4 hits in that inning, they would set a new season high. Oh, 4 hits are a lot to ask. The 2-2 from the Skeeters right-hander is strike 3, Punisher, and Haynes has punished the Patriots here with 2 straight strikeouts. 2 outs, none on here for Rodriguez. Remember, in Haynes' debut this season with the Skeeters, he struck out the side in order. 9 in a row retired by Skeeters pitching. Well, in steps Alfredo Rodriguez, who has walked and flied to center twice. Scott Kelly is going to come in and pinch hit here.
Now, we saw him as a pitch runner in Friday's game 1. Haven't seen him since.
Got nailed at the plate in the 11th. Kelly, really one of the better guys you meet. He was even signing autographs here at Constellation Field for some fans the other day. Made this team out of a tryout a few years back.
Very cool. One of the speedsters on this Somerset team. You see him as a pitch runner a lot. But, you know, an 8-0 game right now, they want to get him some ABs.
Haynes gets the sign here from Cordero, and the 1-0. This one is a strike on the outside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike to count here to Kelly. Skeeters with an 8-0 lead here in the top half of the 8th inning. They'll set up low and away here on the 1-1. This one is a strike on the outside corner, 1-2.
Yeah, that play the other night, Ira, that Friday win for the Skeeters, as you said, Kelly was thrown out by Dennis Phipps. Somerset would have taken the lead in extra innings, and That was definitely a turning point. Gave Sugar Land a lot of momentum going into the bottom of the 11th where they won that game.
One on a walk-up. You're right. You never know if two would have come in with the bases loaded or just one. It's one high. 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs here on Kelly. Skeeters again leading 8-0. Kelly is 26-year-old. His 5th season with the Patriots. Attended Division III College of New Jersey. Is the all-time leader in at-bats and stolen bases with 98. 98 steals. The 2-2 here from Haynes. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Strikeout Punisher as he strikes out the side, and that will do it. By Mark Haynes. The Punisher strikes again. Bottom of the 8th when we get back. Skeeters are leading 8-0 in this one.
Spring Free Trampoline. The perfect way to go outside and be active. Your family will enjoy the thrill of a trampoline that keeps them safe and engaged all year long, right in your backyard. Visit us in Katy or online at www.springfreetrampoline.com. Smart in safety, smart in quality, smart in innovation. Spring Free Trampoline.
Hey, what's for dinner tonight? That's probably the hardest question we all answer every day. May I suggest La Cocina Mexican Restaurant? Dine in or take away. They have the best Mexican food in the area, and it's all handmade from scratch. Try their famous street tacos. The Fiesta Packs are unbeatable, and delivery is provided. Located at 515 FM 359, or for even quicker service or reservations, 281-238-0872. That's 281-238-0872.
Hi, I'm Ira Levin, voice of the Sugar Land Skeeters. Join me every Friday night to hear Skeeters baseball live on Sweet 96, Sugar Land's only radio station. Listen each Friday night when the Skeeters are both at home and on the road on 96.1 FM for the Friday night game of the week. Follow the drive for the 2018 Atlantic League Championship as the Skeeters and Sweet 96 team up for the first time.
Sugar Land, it doesn't get any sweeter!
Another position player pitching. It's Mike Blank this time, another catcher for the Patriots. 6'4", 225 pounds and right-handed. But unlike Rada, who's now catching, by the way, this is not his pitching debut. He pitched 1 inning for the Long Island Ducks in 2016. Did not strike out a batter, but did not allow a run. It was a scoreless inning, Ira.
Well, interestingly enough, while in rookie ball with the White Sox, he pitched in 2014 with the Great Falls Voyagers. Pitched 13 games, no record of 4.61 ERA. A little wild, 13 2/3, 10 Ks, 12 walks, 11 runs, 7 of them earned. He's done this before. First pitch is a ball here to Anthony Jansanti. It'll be Jansanti, Luke Dykstra, and Juan Silverio. And Jansanti a bid for another home run here. Just hooks that one foul. He's been close for the 3rd time here tonight. Just can't straighten it out.
And that was way out of here, out of the ballpark onto University Boulevard. Unfortunately, just foul.
2010, Blank as a hitter, of course, was an all-star at the Great Falls that same year. This one high, 2 balls and 1 strike. Well, he's got the catcher's arm out there. As a hitter that year, He hit an impressive .329, 7 home runs, 43 RBIs, 20 doubles. Went to Seton Hall, St. Petersburg College, and the University of Tampa. So when hit in the air to right center field and playable, Jansanti in disgust throws the bat away and is caught to the left of center fielder Justin Pacioli, and there's one down. In steps Luke Dykstra. Dykstra, the son of big league great Lenny Dykstra, will have his second at bat, his first at bat coming in to hit for Norris. He got a single. His first at bat as a member of the Skeeters. First saw Blank with the Ducks here in the Atlantic League in 2015. Had a pretty good year, 282, 9 home runs, 43 RBIs, and then spent time last year in Southern Maryland. As this one's popped up as well to second, Craig Macy brings it down. It's quickly 2 down. Look at Mike Blank.
And Rada looked pretty good too. Allowed a run, but could have been a lot worse. Got out of an early jam. Now Blank, 2 quick outs.
Blank trying to blank the Skeeters here. Juan Silverio will step in. He is 2 for 4 with 2 singles, 2 runs scored, and an RBI. And Blank was extremely well-traveled last year. He spent some time here in the Atlantic League with Southern Maryland. Played in the Pacific Association with the Vallejo Admirals, Cleburne Railroaders in the American Association, as well as Salina, the Stockade in the American Association. So 4 teams last year. 1 ball and no strikes to count here to Silverio. 291 coming in, 5 home runs now, 17 ribbies. It's 1 high, 2-0. I wish I had the radar gun working. Looks like he's running pretty hard out there.
Yeah, I mean, I was noticing in his warm-ups, his fastball was really hot. I mean, my goodness. And he's a catcher, hasn't pitched in a game in over 2 years now, but so far so good for Blank.
Blank was in the championship series against the Skeeters when they won the title against Long Island in 2016. Had a pretty good year. His average was down a little bit from the year before, 253, but his power numbers up. 1 more home run at 10 and 7 more RBIs at 50. The Ducks did not bring him back for 2017. The 2-1. This one low and away, 3-1. Only spent 14 games last year with Southern Maryland. Hit an even 200 with a home run and 4 RBIs. Skeeters with an 8-0 lead here in the bottom of the 8th. The 3-1. This one high and tight, almost hit Silverio, and there is ball 4. Been a long night for the Patriots. Eight runs on 14 hits for your Skeeters. No runs on 3 for the Patriots. Chavez 2 for 4 with a 2-run homer, his 10th of the year, and a single. He also lined down and struck out. Matt came in hitting .335, now 10 home runs and an even 60 RBIs. One a strike on the outside corner, 0-1 the count.
Let's take a look around the Atlantic League. This is the one of 3 games in action tonight. Long Island defeating Southern Maryland 5-4. Blue Crabs losing once again, and Road Warriors losing once again as well, this time to Lancaster 8-1 from Clipper Magazine Stadium.
Oh, the Patriots, if everything stands the way it is, will find themselves 2.5 games back of the hard-charging Ducks.
It's going to be interesting. You know, Somerset already has their playoff spot secured, winning the first half title as well as Sugarland, but
it's going to be bad news for somebody because that means there'll only be 1 wild card spot potentially instead of 2.
Probably bad news for the Bees would be the first team I think about.
The Barnstormers actually bring up a good point, which would be tough for the Bees. The Bees right now are chasing the Ducks. So if the Ducks win the division, then the only chance for the Bees is to win the wild card, and they're quite far behind Lancaster, who would win it with the next best overall record because you would eliminate the Ducks, the Skeeters, and Somerset from that scenario.
Yeah, the Bees just 15-16 in the second half.
They're currently 6 full games behind the Barnstormers for the overall best record. And this one on the inside corner, strike 3, and that will do it. Oh, not a bad job by Mike Blank, the catcher turned pitcher. Skeeters, who are blanking the Patriots 8-0. Last chance for Somerset when we get back try to finish it off in the ninth. We'll see if it is the Punisher to finish it off or if the Skeeters go to the pen one more time. Back here for the top of the ninth in just a moment.
Available female is seeking a long-term relationship with someone I can depend on. For someone that I can trust and feel safe with. For someone that isn't just after me for my money. Someone who is ASC certified and can handle all my automotive needs.
Christian Brothers Automotive is the perfect match for you. Located in New Territory right behind the Randalls, Christian Brothers is locally owned and operated by Kelly Adams. You can trust Kelly to take the fear out of auto care. Her number is 281-242-2886 to start your new relationship today.
Hi, I'm Ira Lehman, voice of the Sugarland Skeeters. Join me every Friday night to hear Skeeters baseball live on Sweet 96, Sugarland's only radio station. Listen each Friday night when the Skeeters are both at home and on the road on 96.1 FM for the Friday night game of the week. Follow the drive for the 2018 Atlantic League Championship as the Skeeters and Sweet 96 team up for the first time.
Sugarland, it doesn't get any sweeter.
Has your home or commercial insurance claim been denied or underpaid? At Morgan Elite Specialist Services, we know that the insurance claim process can be stressful. Our public adjusters have the experience to make this process as smooth, easy, and comfortable as possible, so you can get on with enjoying the things you're protecting. Learn more by visiting us online at messtx.com. That's MESSTX.com. Or call us today at 855-445-3404. We truly look forward to meeting you.
Hi, I'm Kim Holstead with Coldwell Banker United Realtors in Sugarland. Go Skeeters!
Gene Machi, former San Francisco Giant, on the mound now to pitch the ninth for Sugarland. 6 foot, 255-pound righty from Venezuela. This season, he has not allowed a run in 9 games. He's 1-0, 9 strikeouts in 9 2/3.
Omachi will face 4, 5, and 6. Made of the other Jace Boyd, Matt Oberste, and Andy Chavez. Skeeters looking for their 12th shutout of the season. First pitch here is a strike on the outside corner. No balls and 1 strike, the count to Boyd. Boyd has hit into a fielder's choice, struck out, and flat out to right. He is 0 for 3 officially. The 0-1 by the right-hander. And Machi's pitch a little bit inside. 1 ball and 1 strike to count. The 1-1. This one is low and away. 2 balls and a strike. Here's a 14-hit attack. Leading 8-0 here in the top of the 9th. Machi trying to finish it off. Kubo started, went 7 shutout innings. The Punisher, Mark Gaines, struck at the side of the 8th, and now it's Machi to try to finish this one. Ground ball towards short. Nice play by Rondon and a high hop. He'll slow down, stop, and fire to first for out number 1. There's now 11 straight retired by Skeeters pitching. They're 2 outs away from an 8-0 shutout. Matt Oberste will step in. Oberste has singled, fouled out, singled, grounded out, and struck out. Machi looks in here. They're going to set up away. Cordero sits on the outside portion of the plate. And this one is a slow roll to the left side. Tough play by Silverio. Barahans it, fires it off balance. In time, no! Gets past Chavez at first. And it's Dykstra at first. They should give him a hit. That was a tough play by Silverio. Only the 4th hit of the night. Going to put it down as a single for now. Well, in steps Andy Chavez, who has a single of his own. He has one of the 4 hits, and that will be called a hit, as it should. He has singled, fouled out, and grounded out. 1 for 3 for the left-handed hitting 40-year-old right fielder. 22 years as a professional ball player. This one is off the outside corner. Chavez, one of only 2 professional players left, and there'll never be any more, that played for the Expos that are active. Another one, of course, Bartolo Colon, currently with the Rangers here in Texas. The 1-0. This one off the outside corner, 2-0. And Chavez and Colon played together with the Expos. Chavez seems a little disgusted out there on the mound. Perhaps he thought he should have gotten a strike call on that last pitch. He set up low and away. The 2-0 is sky down the left side. Long run by Jansanti. Has it measured, and he has room. He brings it down in foul territory. So foul to left is out number 2. Running at first is Oberste, and Machi and the Skeeters are 1 out away. Mike Francosa will step in. He has a sac bunt. He is grounded back to the pitcher and struck out. That was all against Cuba. Francosa, 292, 2 home runs, 35 RBIs coming into tonight's game. Time for second in the league in triples with 5. 49 walks are 5th. In steps the left-hand hitting third baseman. This one off the outside corner. Speaking of left-hand hitting third baseman, my all-time favorite player, Greg Nettles, left-handed third baseman, won a few gold gloves with the Yankees, and his son Jeff Nettles was a player for a few years here with the Patriots. He's in the top 5 in a few categories, not only in Somerset Patriots history, but in Atlantic League history. 2 balls and no strikes to count here to Francosa. Actually, 10 pitches, just 4 strikes. The 2-0. This one misses down low, 3-0. Actually, a pretty good fastball. High in the count here, though. 1 on, 2 out. 3-0 count here to Mike Francosa. Skeeters are leading 8-0 here in the top of the 9th. Looking for a dozen shutouts. A 3-0. Here's a strike. One of the reasons the Skeeters are leading the Atlantic League in ERA, currently at 3.12. But they have a shot to have a team ERA below 3. A shutout night could do it. The 3-1 by Machi. This one outside, ball 4. And now runners on first and second. Justin Pacioli will step in. Pacioli 0 for 3. He is hit into a fielder's choice. He has struck out and flied out to right. Pacioli came in batting .266. No home runs and 20 RBIs. And I think he's in the Atlantic League battle for the most ribbies with no home runs. Atlantic League leader Alvaro Rondon also hits in the 8th spot. Rondon's got no home runs but 35 RBIs. Make that 36, including his one tonight. One steps the right-hand hitting center fielder with the Skeeters leading 8-0 here. 2 on, 2 out. Runners on first and second. Down at second is Oberste. On at first is Francosa. This one, a ground ball to second, should do it. Charging, firing it to first is Betancourt, and that's the game as the Skeeters get their 12th shutout of the season. They're winning by a score of 8-0. Final numbers look like this. 8 runs, 14 hits, and no errors for the Skeeters. No runs, 4 hits, and 1 error for the Patriots. We're going to take a break. We'll come back. I'll give you the final numbers. We'll have our preview of tomorrow's Game 5 matchup, and Will Scott will have our player of the game. All that and more when we return on the Skeeters post-game show in a moment.
Available female is seeking a long-term relationship with someone I can depend on. For someone that I can trust and feel safe with. For someone that isn't just after me for my money. Someone who is ASC certified and can handle all my automotive needs.
Christian Brothers Automotive is the perfect match for you. Located in new territory right behind the Randalls, Christian Brothers is locally owned and operated by Kelly Adams. You can trust Kelly to take the fear out of auto care. Her number is 281-242-2886 to start your new relationship today.
So there I was, just minding my own business when a hit and run. This guy came out of nowhere. Bam! And he just kept going. Thankfully, Texas Farm Bureau Insurance was there with the right auto coverage for how and where I drive. So I was on my way in no time to witness the hit and run that really matter.
Now that's a moment worth covering. 877 Farm Bureau.
Every Saturday home game at Constellation Field will feature a giveaway or a post-game concert for fans in attendance. Giveaway nights include such items as hats, Swats and Star Wars bobbleheads, a Tracy McGrady bobblehead, and much, much more. While the post-game concerts feature artist 80s sensation The Spasmatics, country bands with Roger Krieger and Jack Ingram, and even a Jimmy Buffett cover band. For a full lineup, visit SugarlandSkeeters.com for more information. Sugarland Skeeters, it's more than baseball.
Welcome to the Skeeters post-game show. An excited Ira Lieben as the Skeeters get their 12th shutout of the year by a final score of 8-0. Final numbers look like this: 8 runs, 14 hits, no errors for the Skeeters, no runs, 4 hits, and 1 error for the Patriots. Time of the game, 2 hours and 48 minutes in front of 3,380 fans here at Constellation Field. A winner is Yasutomo Kubo. He's 3-0 and also gets the 100th victory of his great career. Starter Ross Vance takes the loss in his debut for Somerset. He is 0-1. Let's tell you how this one happened. Skeeters struck quickly and often after a scoreless first. Sugarland would get a pair of runs in the second. Juan Silveira led off the inning with a single. 2 batters later, Cordero got a single. Then Rondon drove in Silverio for a 1-0 lead. Another run would come home on a wild pitch, and it was 2-0 Skeeters. Skeeters would explode in the third inning for 5 runs. It was an RBI single by Juan Silveria, a big 2-run home run by Matt Chavez, his 10th home run of the year, and an RBI single by Javier Betancourt, and the Skeeters led 7-0. Stayed that way until the 8th, and the Skeeters get their final run in the 8th with now a position player on the mound, catcher Alfonso Reyna. Led off a single by Matt Chavez, a single to Cordero, and then a run would eventually come home to score Chavez as Javier Betancourt got an RBI single, and the Skeeters won 8-0. The bullpen took over. It was Haynes and Machi to finish it off as Sugarland gets their 12th shutout of the season. Well, standing by with our own Will Scott is Javier Betancourt. William?
Thanks, Ira. Here with our player of the game, Javier Betancourt, 2 for 3 tonight with 2 RBIs. Javier, now that you're playing every night, last 3 nights you've been starting, has it been easier to kind of get into a rhythm?
Yeah, I mean, seeing pitchers like every day it's being easier for my timing, for my just by looking at the spin and all that. So I'm getting back to it.
How hard is it to get into a rhythm when you're not playing every night?
I mean, it's kind of hard because you can only hit in the cage and it's not the same rhythm, it's not the same speed, velocity. So it's a factor that you have to be like 100% all the time just to be ready for any pinch hit situation or just whatever the manager needs me to.
37 hits the last 3 nights for this Sugarland team. And Somerset has a pretty solid rotation. How have you been able to get hits against them this entire series?
Yeah, I mean, the team right now is feeling really nice, and I love the way that the chemistry is right now. And the dugout in the clubhouse, like everybody just doing something like for real, and then it's just happening right now.
That was our player of the game, Javier Betancourt, 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs. Back to you, Ira.
Thanks a lot, Will. Congratulations to Betancourt. So nice job tonight. Javier 2 hits, 2 ribbies. He was on base 3 times. Well, to win, the Skeeters improved to an Atlantic League best 64-32. They're now 23-10 in the second half as they do not seem to be slowing down this Skeeters machine. The Patriots are now 2.5 games back of the Ducks, who won tonight They are 20-14 here in the second half in the Liberty Division, and overall, still the second best record in the Atlantic League. They are 55-42. Well, rejoining me here in the booth is our own Will Scott, who ran all the way up there, the Orange Flash, we'll call him. And
that's good.
Skeeters with another win tonight. A little unfair advantage. You got local product Ross Vance, who probably was rushed for this start. Had a good first inning, but really fell apart in the next two. And they had to leave him in there. They're super short on pitching. Now Skeeters have a 3-1 game in this series. But what we were hoping for, a preview of a potential championship series with 3 of the 5 starters out, including the ace, the second and third pitcher, quite shaping up, even though Skeeters have won 3 of the first 4.
Well, that just shows you that Sugarland has a lot more pitching depth than this Somerset team, because even when Sugarland was losing some starters earlier in the season, they were able to bring guys out of the bullpen, and they were able to do just as well, but Somerset just not that same type of team. They can take guys out of the bullpen and can have that same type of success in the starting rotation, and we've seen that catch up to Somerset thus far in this series.
When you look at this game, really the story of this game was Betancourt at the plate, but clearly Yasatomo Kubo on the mound with his 100th victory tonight.
And it's pretty incredible. I was going down for the pregame or the postgame interview, and his father 2 days ago flew in from Japan so he could be there, could be here for this game. I got to speak to his father, and his whole family was in town for this, and it's really cool to see them celebrating this win for Yasatomo. They were able to be here from Japan.
Well, tomorrow in Game 5 of this series, it'll be the Skeeters ace, Dallas Beeler, so it's not going to get any easier for the Patriots. Beeler 6-1 with an impressive 2.06 ERA against right-hander Steven Paraskalis. No record and a 3.66 ERA in. Will, final thoughts on this one?
Final thoughts, I think that, Matt Chavez hitting a home run just shows that he's starting to really pick up the power numbers. That was his 10th home run of the year, 5th since the All-Star break, and now he has 2 home runs the past 2 nights. So, right now I think that, he's on the outside looking in as far as maybe being in the top 3 in the MVP conversation. But if he can start hitting some more home runs, watch out.
That's going to do it for us here. Another incredible win for the Skeeters as they get their 12th shutout of the year. And that ERA as a team just keeps getting lower and lower. May get under 3 after the 8-0 win here today. Tomorrow again, it'll be Steven Paraskalis for the Patriots against right-hander Dallas Beeler in a battle of right-handers. And Beeler, of course, the pitcher of the month in June, and just recently back from the Kansas City Royals organization. That's going to do it for us. For my broadcast partner, Will Scott, this is Ira Liebman saying enjoy the rest of your evening. Again, a 7:05 first pitch. Will and I will be on the air for the pregame show at 6:45. And we will see you tomorrow night.